So we should probably, given that it's been literally months, we should review what's happened thus far.
Sure.
Well, you see, some guy in a limo.
What?
Sorry. That's
So
what's
I
happened so
understand
far.
where he's going there.
I don't.
COVID outbreak started in a limo.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh. I was going to buy a limo.
So you are to remind you, you are in the Grand Duke of Karamekos.
Karamekos,
I
right.
saw it on sale for like 10 grand, and I
In
said
the
to Jasmine,
Star.
I'm gonna buy.
We need that.
I'm gonna buy a limo.
I remember
Is
this
that
show from
convinced? We
Camp.
need that.
But it didn't. Yeah,
As
and
an argument, we need that.
yeah, we need it. We need the limo for 10 grand. And then
How long is it?
she said, and I said, oh, I don't think I'll get it though because it doesn't come with there's no driver, and it'd be horrible to spend 10 grand and have him nothing to show for it.
And did she say she's going to dig a hole for you to drive into and then
dear,
tarmac it over?
Stop it! Nobody! Get out!
Nothing to show for it.
That's actually slightly better than the joke I heard today, which is how,
Joke.
That's
what's a
pretty
Greek
great.
earn?
Oh, what?
About $400 to $500.
Sorry.
I don't know if you've heard the
Oh, no.
the Goon Show version.
Stop crunching.
What's a Grecian urn?
It's like
It's a pot used by the Greeks to hold liquids.
punching my
There's a long pause.
No, it's probably
Wasn't expecting
on the
that. Neither were a lot of smart
Peter
listeners.
Carriage.
That's right, we do. After you leave, I go. Sorry, Dad, go on.
So
We're in Karamikos.
you met a man named Stefan in a pub probably
Yep.
in Cavan.
And he had a red beard.
And probably who was acting on behalf of his brother Pyotr, who owns the settlement of Sukiskian, which you have been to, a prosperous homestead in the Dimrak forest.
Formerly prosperous.
Yeah, not so prosperous now. It's the only one that didn't burn down, so
I suppose you could call that prosperous.
relatives.
Did we do our introduction with that correct date?
No, Saxon hasn't done
No,
it.
Saxon hasn't done it yet. He's got.
It is Wednesday, the 20th of October,
No,
2020.
that's the
How's
wrong
that
day.
coming, by the way?
That's the wrong day.
Oh,
Yeah,
in universe.
Well,
Yeah,
and
in
you.
Ah,
No,
oh,
Saxon, the universe. No, we need
Please.
Then-
Can we move past that?
No, I love it.
Hang
I
on,
love it. Dave,
hang
tell
on,
us the
hang
date.
on, hang on.
Poopy no.
Last time we
Happy
were playing,
fling.
it was Grondane, the 12th of Thalmont.
Yes, it's now Serdane, the 13th of Thalmont.
Oh, okay, good.
Thalmont.
No,
In the good old Thalmont.
we met in a pub. We had to go and get horses.
Yes, a small herd
Could
of
do
pure
with some
white
wine.
horses.
No.
Celadane is. Oh, no, Seadan.
Could you imagine?
So,
Thalmont.
so you travelled to Sukiskin via Misha's ferry. You remember
Yep,
Misha's
yes,
ferry?
I do.
Yes.
And Misha wasn't there, but there was a bear.
We tried to help the bear and failed.
Yep.
Misha wasn't there.
But there was a bear.
Then you travelled to
It had
Sukiskin
hair.
just in time
We shot the
to
bear.
find it was under siege by goblins. But-
Yes.
And then you fought off the goblins in the long night that was then happening. That happened. I won't go into more
You made him go to
detail.
sleep, didn't you, right?
Yes, he did.
I put a couple to sleep. Yes.
Yes.
You put like dozens.
It was pretty effective.
Sleep.
That sleep spell is
Saved
bloody
us.
helpful. I
Saved
don't
us, I reckon.
Good against these low hit dice creatures.
Yeah.
Saved us. We'd literally been swarmed.
To remind you, you were attacked by 3 goblin tribes, all of the Dimrak forest: the Wolf Skulls, the Red Blades, and the Vipers.
Was it really free? Because I saw
Oh.
one of them buggered off with all the horses. Were
Initially,
actually
exactly. Initially, the Wolf Skulls, Red Blades, and Vipers. The Vipers took all the horses and buggered off.
Yeah.
Like he said.
Yeah.
Yes.
Then, after fighting them off, there was some refugees arrived from a different settlement, which was the logging camp, the name of which I can't remember right now.
I remember it.
And
Logs and off.
yes, and they said that Stefan, the guy who originally, brother of Pyotr, the guy who originally hired you, had been captured by the Wolf Skulls and taken, presumably, to their lair. Was the idea there? or at least they made him a captive and took him away somewhere. So,
I don't think I was there for that adventure.
although before that happened, I'm remembering now, you went and tried to recover the horses because you trailed the vipers and you found
The horse trader.
you found the horses being held by a horse trader, and after a somewhat
Theodorel.
protracted
See.
negotiation, you were able to acquire the horses, or at least some of them. I think she kept some.
We agree to take 18 of the 24 horses
Yeah.
in at no fee in return.
Yeah. She still made out a profit out of the deals.
Didn't she? Bloody ripped us off.
Maybe you should just murdered her.
I somehow don't think that was going to be easy.
She
I
was
think we
probably going to kick your asses.
probably could have done it, but us being at what level are we? Third?
Are we good guys or are we murder hobos?
You know, or do we just all want to die? I reckon some of us
Yes.
would have
Level
died.
3, yeah.
You're all
All of us would have died.
you're all level 3 except for
Urban
Miroslav?
wonderful.
Miroslav, who was
I
level
Level
would
4.
not have allowed such a thing.
Being the more mature one of the group.
No, I'm a cleric.
So Piotr showed us a tapestry which was a map.
Ah, yes. And you also found a very
Oh, that's right.
they're very interesting and intriguing tapestry held at Sukiskin that in no way is some kind of, preordained or what's the word I'm looking for? Saxon, you know the word.
Foreshadowing.
Foreshadowing.
Oh, yes.
Or in any way a foreshadow of anything that will happen later.
There is a legend of a
Because
petrified
the colours of
forest
the
in which the
tapestry
wolf
denote
skulls
what is
have
real
their
and what
lair.
isn't.
Which is, of course, why the
We
tapestry,
need this tapestry.
Which is to steal it.
the extreme unimportance of the tapestry is, of course, why it constitutes the back cover of the original
Is
novel.
this Chekhov's tapestry?
This tapestry.
Looks nothing
Oh,
suspicious at
beautiful
all.
tapestry. The tapestry.
The bits
Wow.
with the gold flake are the important ones. I
Yeah, in
think.
fact, they're not supposed to be there, but never mind. It's just easier
Oh,
to show you
okay.
that. That's after something else happens.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Ignore it.
I'm not giving the game away more than you are.
Right.
Where are we up to?
We set out for a lumber camp. And
Oh, yes.
It'd be funny if
Oh.
it turned out it was the other way around.
Ray's got a much better account of what happened than I do.
He does. He
Um,
types everything.
Yes, you went out to a lumber camp.
we come across the bodies of a goblin and a woodsman who killed each other.
Yep.
We arrive at Ilyakana, the lumber camp.
Iliakana.
Before nightfall, smoke rises from the ruins of the palisade. Kilanos' boat is sunk with corpses all around. A man in tattered clothes
Yeah.
staggers out with an
Crazy
axe.
man.
It is a dishevelled Kalanos. Shazad puts him to sleep. Well, I presume that was a mercy thing, wasn't it?
No, you managed to get him back to Sukiskin to be looked after.
You
Kalanos is
didn't you
alive.
put him on a mule? and take
We
him?
now have a pack mule named Thackeray.
Yes.
You went
We
on a
can
vast
see the
journey.
We can see the tracks.
Oh, that's
of
right.
the
You got that from the dead prospector.
pack
Yes.
of mules leading towards the settlement of Cherkas.
Cherkas. Yes.
Cherkas.
Jerk ass.
You met a moose man?
Could be.
At some point, you
Shazad
ran
takes-
into Loshad.
Shazad takes Kalanos and Thackeray to Sukiskin.
Sukiskin.
There are more refugees now there from Cherkas. The others approach Cherkas. They see smoke rising from the ruins. Description: ruined homestead. Shazad's horse gets antsy when he meets a centaur. He tells me the goblins are heading towards the Dimrak forest southeast of Signev. His name is Loshad.
Loshad.
Yeah, didn't we meet a half horse man? or
Shazad
Yeah,
catches
Loshad,
up with
yeah.
them there. Night falls. Shazad notices
Hello.
That's
Oh.
that is
He's
your
got-
centaurs.
something? Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Oh.
He's a Babylonian centaur at
I
that.
am so awesome.
He
I am
talked to the
Loshad.
horse or something, didn't he? He was like,
Yes,
yes,
he
I'm being
could
treated
speak.
well.
Horses
Yes, yeah, they love me. Oh.
there were some bats
Yes. Then you got
at night.
ambushed by bats. Remember that you think there was some hobgoblin king
Well,
who
we-
seemed to be. Actually, you got some
we-
data, you got some
we-
info from a goblin captain.
We see a hobgoblin on a wolf
Your future
silhouetted
wife.
against the moon with four smaller
No.
hobgoblins.
She's your
on
future
smaller
wife.
wolves.
You met
They
in the
rode
classic
off.
fantasy
These are
genre.
hobgoblins, not wolf skull goblins.
Not going to happen.
Yeah.
Miroslav
Not into-
tells us
He wrestled us.
And what does
around
Miroslav
and
tell us?
everything.
Miroslav
And
tells
he
us
tells
hobgoblins
guts.
lived
So
on
at
the
the end of
hills
the
to the
adventure,
north
they'll
of
get
the
married.
moors.
That kind of makes
That's
sense.
right. That's what they
You
know.
know, like
Wow.
that willow.
The next day we cross the moors. As we ride out, we see Loshad briefly observing us. Remember the centaur. We ride towards
So every time they
Signev,
talk, should our characters
Miroslav's
go,
home village. It's also ruined and has
Oh my
been
God.
destroyed for a few days. Miroslav's parents are missing. We head south towards where we think the goblins are heading. We notice there are tracks through the forest, a whole network of tracks. At a junction is a sign with a brightly coloured snake,
Oh,
the
that's
symbol
right,
of the
yes.
viper clan,
Yep.
We then spoke to them.
whose lair must be nearby. So that was yesterday, and now is today.
Yes.
So we haven't spoken to them yet.
Who are you speaking to?
We were running up the flag by all sorts of weird ideas.
Oh,
I believe mine was, how about we try talking to them?
Yes.
Viper clan.
Somebody wanted to face their sign. Our opening break the ice moment was to point out somebody vandalised their sign.
Somebody that had
That's assuming goblins actually understand what the concept of vandalise means. It's like saying to them, "There's a sign there."
all right. So we've reached now time.
Is this the same
Excellent.
clan as your future wife?
Oh,
Seer
God.
Dane.
So it's morning because you spent the night in the forest nearby, and you are now presumably going to see if you can find the hideout of the Viper clan, given all these tracks.
Have the Viper clan been horribly mauled in various skirmishes along the way?
Yes, they were
Yes.
horribly slaughtered by the wolf skulls. You
This
found.
is the same clan as your future wife.
No.
Oh, that's right, that female goblin. Yes. You found that they'd betrayed the other goblin clans. They got ambushed by the wolf skulls and horribly slaughtered.
The which ones?
The vipers were slaughtered by the wolf skulls.
But we already knew that.
Yes.
You already knew that.
Oh, and the Hobgoblin, the Chief Hobgoblin has some weird name like Shadow Lord or something?
Not that I know of. His name is. You did learn this from a
Yeah.
goblin captive. This is not unknown, but let me
Yes,
just.
I know, but I can't remember what the name is. So.
No, I can't either. I'm looking it up right now. Vlak, the Hobgoblin King Vlak, and his Ice Wolf, whose name is not given.
So he has bats, yes. Or was that the other guy?
No, he had that. He had vampire bats.
He has bats, but I think we killed most of them.
You killed most of them, yes. He doesn't have so many anymore.
He won't be happy with us.
Vampire Hobgoblin. I was raised by werebats.
They looked after me well in my childhood.
Then I ate them.
Alright, back to where I was. Because I had to. This is the annoying thing, is when you look something up, then you have to find where you were before.
Sounds like doing
It's life.
doing our programs for school.
Well,
Aha, I think I'm back to where I was. Yes, I am. Alright, so, it isn't that hard. I'm not even going to bother, spinning it out at all. It isn't that hard to work out which is the main track. It leads to a small stream, forest stream, with a ford, on the other side of which, in the bank of the, there's like a somewhat tall bank on the other side, and there is a wooden door set into the bank, not like a hobbit house. Though.
So we're looking for the wolf skulls. Is that right?
You're ultimately looking for the wolf skulls, but you found the vipers instead.
They will
Oh,
tell us.
which? Okay, but
But they might know where the wolf skulls live.
We'll ask nicely because they're horribly depleted.
On the door is a brightly painted symbol of a red snake.
Okay, that's the
oh, I
Vipers.
guess that's the Viper's house.
Ding dong. Avon
You're just going to knock on their door and go, "Hi,
Hi there, I'm
we
Guy
fought
Monty.
before, but we're hoping to put all this behind us."
We brought your future husband.
Oh, you let that little goblin go, didn't you?
I did.
Yeah.
Presumably she'll be back here somewhere, won't she?
Yeah.
It's not
Don't
a,
encourage
it's
him.
not a through story I'd
Getting
consider,
permission
but
from
yes.
her dad.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
But we can't be together. Why not? Because we're different species.
Never stop Kirk.
Or Pepe Le Pew.
Oh, jeez. There's reasons I don't play those cartoons anymore.
It's true.
My favourite
Especially
is
in
the fact
the Me Too generation.
Oh, but they've retconned it
good.
now, so they're actually
Oh.
kind of keen on each other.
Oh, come on.
There were a couple of
but
episodes.
she's a cat.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
You can make it work
Oh my
without
god!
it being rapey.
It's
but
misogynation of the species.
You do have to
Miscegenation.
rewrite everything, basically.
I do know that at one stage they were trying to be nice to the Mexicans, and so they kind of retired the character of Speedy Gonzales.
But people love
And there was a
Speedy Gonzales.
huge backlash from the
Because
Mexicans.
he's a fairly positive character,
Yeah, they were
despite
like,
being.
he's our character. Don't you dare retire him.
He's the good guy who's always outwitting the mouths. Why do
Yeah.
you not love him?
Well, he hits all the cultural stereotypes, but
Yes, true.
Well, the thing about it was though
So,
that
so does Roger Ramjet, actually.
yeah,
So does
He hits-
Crocodile Dundee.
yeah,
he hits
exactly.
cultural stereotypes, but in a way that the Mexicans quite liked.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay, so you have a door. You'll have to cross a small.
The greatest bane of role-playing parties ever.
You'll have to cross a small stream to get to it.
I'm going to roll for do I see the door?
Do you see the stream?
How shall we cross the stream? Shall
Oh,
we do
God.
a tact
How wide is the stream?
Shall we tie ourselves together?
Is it a wide stream? How deep is it?
just in
Can we
case?
test the depth of the stream?
Yes.
Is it
I'll drop a
possible?
stone in the water.
Possible flash flooding?
Hang on, it might
we
be
go
booby
across?
trapped.
Always ways to do so, but you can pretty much see it's pretty shallow because it's a bit of a ford.
Hang on, seriously though, it actually might be booby trapped.
It might be. Yeah.
Well, they set up like little bells in there as
No,
we
I'm
walk
thinking more
through.
like little stakes.
Yeah, alright.
And
Just
elusive fish.
Explosive
That is always
fish.
a possibility.
Good point. I think you should carry me across. Then I'll be safe.
Hungry piranhas
No.
filled with
And the
dynamite.
whole time you should be saying, I have brought you! You're bad!
La la
It's
la
very-
la 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 la.
Demetrios, it's a very good idea of you thinking about whether it's booby trapped. Could you be a really nice guy and go
go search
across
for
for
traps.
us?
Yes,
Search for traps.
I'm in full plate armor, so I can just roll across.
Oh, you'll be great.
I like
Do
that.
we have any
And
dwarfs we
sick.
could throw across?
Drown in the creek, Bannockburn
Yeah.
style.
What does it actually look like?
Or a dwarf?
I thought I'd
Yeah.
describe what am
We can throw
I
them
It looks like a creek.
Made mostly of water.
Describe
Can
a
I say
stream.
But you said it was like a forward thing.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
So is it like
That's
flat
right, we-
sand or something?
Mostly
No,
water.
it's stones.
Some
Oh,
fish.
Some
Down.
stones.
Like just
Little
pebbles.
fish.
More stones and water?
Pebbles. Oh,
Occasional
pebbles.
flood.
It
No.
definitely looks shallower in front of the door.
Is there
like
silt?
Donald
Like,
Trump.
does it look like it could get higher?
It's like you can tell because it runs clear because it's a forest stream.
Silt
Okay,
further
I'm-
up.
Donald Trump.
It's about this deep, and the bottom is pebbles.
I'm
Is
going
it
to
clear water?
Clear.
I'm
Clear
just going
water,
to
we can
cross
see.
because I'm going to assume this is
It's not like brackish.
description.
You cross safely and without incident,
Excellent.
Ah,
But now there's the door.
although your sandals are wet.
I knew it was a trap.
But is my miniskirt fine? It's
You wear
fine.
full plate
Excellent.
armour
And sandals.
And a miniskirt.
Over the armour or under?
Who knows? I'm thinking of a Greek gladiator guy named Xanthos.
I like it.
All right, you're at,
Demetrius the gladiator.
you're at the door. It looks fairly sturdy.
Are you going to call back? It looks fairly sturdy.
It looks fairly sturdy.
All right.
Like it's made of planks.
It's made of
I'm
plastic.
just going to walk across the stream. I'm going to join him on the other side.
I'm joining on the other side.
Might as well go.
So, were we serious
on.
about... sorry, I cannot remember what we were.
I'm
Were we serious about talking to them?
What else are we going to do? storm the place?
Excuse me.
I guess it's a plan.
We'll infiltrate the place.
Excuse me.
We have no
Go on,
plan.
then.
We're at
Surprise
the door. We have no plan.
Ah.
What do we
goblins.
actually want to accomplish again?
We need
Perfect.
them to tell us the
Perfect.
location, is that right? Yeah.
Well,
If
that's
we
one
surprise
reason.
them by
If we
talking to
murder them all, they won't be able to tell us.
Glad
We
we
murdered them
before
all
we
except
murdered them
one.
What do we want from them?
The location of the wolf pack. Glare
skulls.
thingy. Thank
You
you.
could ask them.
Oh yeah, what's
Yeah.
their chances of knocking on the door and she'll answer it?
I'd say pretty good at this point.
We should be wearing an apron.
Wearing
Halfway-
the way the uniform.
Halfway through doing some baking.
Well, he.
Go
Well,
on.
this is first edition. It's very stereotyped.
It's only one creature in it.
You should knock them.
Alright.
Oh,
I crossed the river. It's time for you to knock.
I rap on the door.
Oh! Do I get experience points for crossing the river?
Of course you do.
Only if you make it back again.
You briefly hear some sort of conversation,
Because none of us speak goblin.
and then they will go quiet again. Does anyone near the door actually know Goblin?
Goblin.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are you
Two
near the
people.
door?
Yes.
Stupid?
I'm probably standing towards the back, away from
I'm
the
going to
door.
ask you to roll. I'm just trying to think what you're rolling on because you may not have caught it.
Intelligence.
Yeah, let's just say intelligence.
Yeah.
So in this case, you're rolling a d20 and you're trying to get less than or equal to your actual score.
Come on, Ray, you did it.
What? He's a wizard, of course.
And the adjustment doesn't matter.
A wizard.
So
No,
a wizard did
it
it.
always gets me every time. I rolled a 19 and I have an intelligence of 18.
A wizard.
You didn't quite catch it. It was garbled. The dwarf can have a crack because the dwarf
Okay.
apparently.
The
Go,
wizard.
dwarf.
To be honest, you'd have to have your ear right next to the door to hear this, but I'll let you have a crack on.
Oh, come on. They heard Rosebud and no one was in the room.
I rolled it exactly.
The dwarf managed to pick it out, at least
Citizen
part
Kane.
of it.
No.
All it was is,
Oh.
oh my god, there's somebody at the door! Quick! Get to the barricade!
Oh God.
They're
Obviously-
going on the defensive.
Obviously, they didn't order Uber Eats or anything. They're not expecting someone.
You forget it was only locked down for
I-
us.
I
it wasn't
knock
locked
again.
down for them.
Did somebody call?
Log.
When
I
you're
knock on
in
the door
love.
again.
Silence.
Silence.
You light up
Can
the
I check for traps on the door handle? Around, I don't know,
Be
before I
better
try
to
and
get the
open it?
thief or the dwarf to do it.
Okay, I'm going to
Before I,
unlock the damn door.
I will
Alright.
keep an eye on the
Alright.
embankment
I don't
just in
wanna
case
go-
there's another thief
Like that when I grab the door.
Can we just yell we come
How would
I've
they
got
electrify
30%
the door?
Actually, you don't have to
Open
do it
locks.
because you know
Oh,
goblins
one of
do
those
that.
earthenware jugs with
First
copper
edition,
and some
anything
lemon
could
juice.
happen. It could be.
What?
Oh,
Remove
like
traps,
an
yes.
Why don't you yell we come
There's
in?
magic. Magic
Fine
in this
traps.
place, I tell you. I could like get like lightning
use
or something.
essential-
Goblin
That's-
magic.
Okay.
So you know which one's which?
The blue dice is the first number.
The dark blue.
Yeah, we do.
Sorry.
Yeah, we do. Keep telling you to open
The light blue is the first number.
That's not
37.
enough.
Okay, well,
Well, it's too much.
it's too much.
Too
No,
much.
no.
I failed to find the traps.
Why do we
Little
bring you if you
suggestion.
can't open a freaking
I shall
door?
call out in Goblin, ho the door, we come in peace.
Hold the door?
Yes, like Game of Thrones style.
Hold the door. But that's the exact opposite of what we want.
Okay.
Okay, faintly you hear, go away!
We're looking for the wolf skulls. Can you tell us where they are?
Coming to get us!
Oh, I guess we just wait then.
We're not coming out!
Not if you tell us where to get them first.
There you go. That's a good point. You see, Amy can't. Oh, you can speak
Oh,
Goblin.
yeah.
Yes.
If we're
Yeah.
with them, we're not.
Oh, that's
If we're
interesting.
against their enemies, we're with them. Yeah.
The enemy of my enemy is my
It's
friend.
my enemy's enemy.
Unless you.
Hello,
nothing
is that way
less.
of looking at it.
There's a brief pause. Then there's some animated discussion, a bit too faint for you to hear. Then footsteps close to the door.
Okay,
Oh,
I back up
Jesus.
from the door. So if I can hear the footsteps, I back up from it. I don't want to be standing right there when they.
You probably
open it.
couldn't hear the footsteps.
Oh,
Well,
no,
it's
no,
like
we
you can-
heard.
All right.
You should have like a bouquet of flowers.
I don't
in
hear
there.
the footsteps at all.
And a bow tie.
I'm not
We'll be in the
an
back with like,
So I have my sword, my sword in position, but nonchalantly, so it doesn't look
for
correct.
so long?
So,
Why?
so you hear a voice through the door.
again.
Nobody cares.
Go away, nobody likes you.
They lurk in the petrified forest.
Okay.
Everyone knows that.
We don't.
Well, obviously.
We didn't know that, thank you.
Where?
Which
Oh,
bit
Wait,
of
what?
the
I told you I can't speak. Goblin.
Right in the heart of the petrified forest.
Of course.
You don't know
Can we
where
do
the
some
petrified
sort of?
forest is.
No, we can't even do a history check. Whether they're just like
You don't
telling us
know.
to
You don't
leave
know.
or whether it's
I might
actually
know.
true.
The only thing you've heard about the petrified forest. This is not the first time you've heard this, by the way.
Okay.
Is the people in Sikiskin know of this, or at least the old man did.
Okay.
He doesn't know where it is, but he knows it's deep in the Dimrak somewhere.
So is it scared, the forest, or is it made of stone?
It's
Hang on. Let me try.
dead trees.
Ray, ask for a guide. Ask someone to come with us to show us where it is. We promise them
Do
safe
you have
passage.
a comely guide?
We're not going anywhere near there.
We will protect.
Or a map or something.
Or a map?
South of here, almost due south.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, that's good enough.
As soon as they massacre you, you're there.
West of Cairo.
Okay.
Go away.
Say we'll pay handsomely for a guide. They love gold. Or is that Ferengi? Let's try
Never
anyway.
Latinum.
Let's,
Gold. No,
let's try.
gold.
Let's say we'll pay for a guide. Like they'll want money, right? Come on. Rather than
We
get
need one
lost,
now,
My
No.
friend really wants a guide.
we will pay it.
Bugger off.
But he's handsome.
Ask about the lady.
Is the young lady goblin who was rescued by this handsome French piece of meat here?
There's nothing like a
All
piece
right.
of meat.
Nothing in the world.
That was a bad
This whole
translation.
encounter is going
It's
so much
punk.
faster than I imagined it would. I imagined you'd knock down the door and go into slaughter.
Slaughter them. What are we barbarians?
They're not the bad guys.
It's a good thing I have a backup encounter to fill it
Are
for
we?
the time.
Is this what you think of us? That we go around slaughtering willy
They
nilly?
didn't do anything wrong, did they?
It
They
says
stole
murder
the horse.
hobos on our business card.
They-
Apart from being greasy little chunks of XP.
Look, we're forgiving people.
They
I
attacked
find.
Sikiskin and stole all the horses.
They don't have
No, we got the
horses.
horses.
no.
Okay.
We've got the horses. They
So
sold
they're
the
fine.
horses.
They killed
They're
two
fine.
people of the clan who were trying to protect the horses. They did do that.
People are replaceable. They have babies.
Do you want to tell them
The
then?
goblins to kill you.
Maybe we could offer them, if we bring them the head of the Wolf Skull clan, would they agree to never attack the humans again, the human settlements?
Oh, that wouldn't be fine.
I like that, right? That's nice.
No, a parlay.
Good deal.
Yeah, he's definitely
Dave's now looking. Oh fuck! The designer didn't think of
throw
that.
for diplomacy.
What are their main motivations?
Yes. Take that, Gary Gygax. Did you think of that?
Survival, mostly.
No.
Did they think about the possibility that both sides of this discussion might be reasonable and negotiate in good faith? No, that wasn't an
No.
option.
No. Bring on the slaughter.
We could start a federation of races, a federation of the
If
minds.
you finally get a response saying, if you want a guide, go to the elves.
Oh.
Leave us alone.
Sounds good. Let's go.
The Vialia
The elves
elves.
will join our federation. They're the Vulcans.
If you want to
These
find them,
guys are
go to the
Ferengi.
lake. Okay. I'll stop putting on a silly voice while the pizza man.
No,
Yes,
no,
it's
no.
embarrassing.
This is what I was looking for. It's a T-shirt that says "Essential NPC: Do not maim, rob, or kill." The success of the main quest depends on my continued survival, not a significant source of XP, cash, weapons, or magic.
Has anybody seen that new Disney Plus movie?
No.
Which one? About the NPC and
You need a bit of a
Oh,
NPC
Free
stuff.
Guy.
Free Guy.
I've watched
Well,
it.
I've heard of it.
Sorry, what's that? Free guy what?
It's
Thank you. You
it's
don't
an
mind-
NPC who was based on who had some artificial intelligence thing, so he started becoming self-aware, and all the NPCs were developed based on this. It's kind of cute. It's not very good, but it's kind of cute.
Oh, okay.
Let me just check the map, but I'm pretty sure I have another encounter, and it isn't to attack the Wolfskull clan right yet because I
You've
haven't
got him involved with the goblin.
because I
Listen.
haven't.
That would have taken
That's going to be a big encounter, and I'm not really prepped for that. But,
Let's have a look.
but if you go off and find the
We'll
Viali
pinch it a bit
Elves, I
of
definitely have a
pizza.
plan for that.
Right.
We were pinching a bit of Urban pizza.
Well, why did he want some of
So,
that?
It should be on this map. Oh, it's not, but it's alright, I can show you.
I had like 2 sandwiches.
Have some
I am a
pizza
little bit
and do that.
Sorry, it's like,
No, no, it's alright. I've got a big one.
I'll just take 1 slice.
Oh, how does that work? I'm confused now.
So where did we find elves?
At the lake, they
At the
said.
lake.
It'll be that one person we met before.
Did they already say they weren't going to help us?
They're not going to go anywhere near the Wolf Skulls right now.
No.
We shouldn't go anywhere near them.
Plate?
About a day's journey, so you will get there in the evening.
Oh, yes, that will come in. Thank you.
You know approximately where the lake is. It's out here, on the edge of the forest,
Yes.
basically on the edge of the forest and the moors, about there-ish.
Now,
Right.
now I'm in a dilemma because the DM seems to be saying get a guide, but the goblins actually gave us pretty good directions, which is just go south.
I think it was just.
And then told us to F off.
To be honest, if you go due south, you're going to miss it. To be honest,
So they're tricking us.
Not necessarily.
no, they're telling you to go see the Viali elves and leave them
We
alone.
should do that.
Right. Okay.
We should tell the elves the goblin sent us.
Exactly.
They'd be so keen on
I don't
that.
understand. These are the guys that attacked us before, yeah?
Yep,
Yeah.
So why are we after the other guys?
the Wolf Skulls.
Because all 3 of the goblin clans were being forged together by that
By that hobgoblin.
hobgoblin king.
But more importantly, your more immediate mission is to rescue Stefan and the other Bulgars who've been taken captive by the Wolf Skulls.
That's right. Yes,
Oh.
thank you.
That's your more immediate concern.
So we're not... Because they're working together, they could be tricking us.
No, they're not. Because we found they murdered each other in vast numbers previously. That's where he met his wife.
Oh, yeah.
Peter's never letting this go.
No.
He's like a dog with a bone.
His wife
Peter
to
with
be,
no
not his
love.
wife.
Yeah.
Fiance.
Fiance.
Use the right words.
Rock the goblin's called Beyonce.
Might as well.
Oh, Jesus.
She doesn't have
Oh,
a
please
name. I'll
be
have to come up with one.
I'm Beyonce!
Do you know what this means? You guys have missed out on an encounter with giant shrews.
Giant mushrooms.
Shrews. Giant
Not
shrews.
What are shrews?
You know,
I wish it
like,
was mushrooms. That'd be
Oh.
funny.
like weasels, only smaller and more vicious.
Oh, that's
kind
right.
of
There were
right.
weasels
You know,
before.
like Shakespeare, The Taming of the Shrew.
No.
Well, a real shrew, is a little mammal about this big, not counting the tail.
Yes, like weasels, only smaller and more vicious.
Well, they're
It's a
not.
horror movie
They're not
about
related to
killers.
weasels, except that the weasels and shrews are both mammals. Beyond that,
Was it important we slaughtered the vipers so we could get something?
no. You've done a good thing. You've been wise and clever and.
Oh, I understand how you
Completely hornswoggled the DM.
And missed all the good treasure
and
and
I-
experience.
Yeah, exactly. Is what I was thinking. Are we supposed to get some gifted sword
I
from?
printed out some maps, but no, we're not using them.
Oh no! Oh look, you sound disappointed. Should we just attack?
No, this
We
is
could
good.
kick in the door and go in like we normally do, but we thought we could
Yes,
reach
your
the-
women.
No, I
Jing.
kind of want to go. I kind of want to do this next encounter. It's good. It's all fine.
Okay.
Okay.
As opposed to this crappy
Can you
encounter.
move the encounter?
Oh, well, no, this is all good. So I'm assuming you're going to head off towards the lake, where approximately you think the lake is.
Yeah, sure.
Yep.
Let's go find the elves.
Go find the elves. After about a half day's travel through the Dimrak forest, you're getting close-ish to the edge because the trees are getting more spaced out and getting some sunlight.
Yeah. We'll hear them singing, no doubt.
Well, you start to find a bit of a track.
Okay.
I'm not sure why that's funny.
It's a Smurf
Yeah,
theme
he's in the
song.
Smurf theme song.
I thought you were laughing about the fact I mentioned the word track.
No.
Because it came immediately after I said track.
Oh, track.
I said track and then Peter started laughing. I'm like,
No, it was somebody said something about the elf village, and then somebody started humming the
The Smurf
Smurf
theme
song,
song.
and it just went spiraling from there.
Anyway,
But track's pretty funny too. You haven't lost it.
so what are you doing? Are you going to follow the track? Or?
Sure. Why not?
Is there any signage?
No.
Look, there's a track. There is no possible way this could be in any way dangerous.
Elves, this way.
For a minute I thought you were going to put that teaspoon in the bin. It's like, why is he stirring his tea above the bin?
Well, the thing in the
Do we
bin.
need to understand elf language?
Does anyone understand elf language?
The other elves spoke English. These people
Yes.
will speak English
There
too.
we go.
God, you speak everything. Our veritable linguist is with us.
As you travel up the track, just up ahead, you see
Oh,
a
there's a
small
Rimmer.
party of elves.
We're going to meet Rimmer.
Nice.
The first one who notices you almost immediately and puts up a symbol of peace.
Oh, do that, Ray. Do the thing.
Do the symbol of peace.
Do the symbol of peace. You speak Elvish. Go.
Live long and peace.
Something like that.
The elf symbol of peace? Oh, righto. I don't think that's the elf symbol of peace.
He approaches you and speaks in
Cower
rather
and
cultured
don't die.
Phaeacian.
Oh, Jesus. It is Rimmer.
Oh, I speak Phaeacian.
Yeah, I think you all do.
Do
So, what does he
Yeah,
say?
we all do.
Yeah, that's why he's speaking Phaeacian rather than something else.
How clever of him.
Ho, strangers! What
Yes.
brings you to our lands?
I love him already.
I'm at the
obviously that's
heart of
mutual.
the Rimmers of the forest.
I am Goridel
Gorido. Not to be confused with
of the
Gorido.
Vialia.
I bow.
I bow too.
Because it sounds like he's important.
I bow awkwardly because these two clowns are bowing.
Oh, how formal.
Is somebody going to save us from this really awkward moment?
We greet you. We are
Dave didn't
searching
expect
for
it.
the location of the Wolf Skull goblins. They have kidnapped some farmers from. And he indicates the direction
Yes,
of
my
location.
scouts have told me of such things.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, we are currently looking for refugees from the Bulgar settlements that were burned several days ago. We
As are
have,
we.
we have rescued several,
Right?
and we are looking for more. But I have heard that many have been taken as slaves to the Wolfskull lands.
Oh God, imagine being a goblin slave.
Yeah, it wouldn't be no fun, would it?
We would not be happy.
It would be really hard to take your master seriously.
I think.
Every time you do a drink, you have to go. Drink, sir!
The one with the umbrellas.
Lift that gigantic beam. Okay.
They're not that small. They're
No, but
where was I going with this? I lost my train of thought. I was-
Prepare
My
party
character will
treats.
continue.
He
We
was telling us
interrogated some of the Wolf Skull's former allies, now enemies, the Vipers. They indicated that they had taken their prisoners to the Wolf Skull lair within the petrified
deep
forest.
in the petrified forest.
This is correct.
Some of my scouts know its location.
Could we please use them to take us there? So that we may
Indeed,
explore?
we were planning on scouting them out ourselves. Nevertheless, I have a more immediate problem that very fortuitously you will be able to assist
The
me with.
princess is in the other castle.
Yes.
we've got an infestation of giant shrews.
Yes, like I was saying, we have rescued several Bogals in the last few days, and they are now resting with us. But a couple of them, before we were able to bring them back to our village, had become ensorcelled by pixies and have been taken to their island.
My God, not pixies.
Pixies!
What is that?
Pixies?
What does ensorcelled mean?
The an island?
They've been
We've been
charmed.
thrown a left curve.
God, have we won? I didn't expect pixies.
They've been charmed by the Ilya pixies.
Nobody expects pixies.
They live on an island in the Lake of Lost Dreams.
So we're going to have to get a rowboat out to Pixie Land and avoid being ensorcelled.
Oh my god.
Unfortunately,
You've heard of being on the source.
we would rescue them ourselves, but unfortunately,
We
the
just don't
island
do it.
is taboo to my people. It harbours a great evil, such is our tradition.
Cool, we'll release this.
What is this great evil?
We do not know.
Right.
But the Ilya pixies are clearly infected by it, for they do not behave
Evil pixies?
in a reasonable manner.
Stop it. Right.
Not
What do
Do
they
pixies
do?
ever
normally
behave
they
in
would
pixies?
not. They would not do such a thing
What are
as
they doing?
Evil pixies?
as
No,
as,
evil thing.
as capture people and
Yeah.
bring them to
No.
their island, to
Oh.
their village.
Oh!
What?
It's like that alternative version of where Palpatine survives on
Jesus,
Endor with the
don't.
Ewok death cult.
No, don't. There is no version.
Ever
like
since
that.
they moved to the island, they have not been the same. Once they
make
were
sense.
our allies, now they are our enemies.
Right.
We're talking the Knack McFeagle here, aren't we?
That's what I'm thinking.
This module predicts that by decades.
You know,
Not as small
Saxon.
as we jock.
I think I was
I'm-
wrong.
I fear for the lives of the couple
But-
who were
yeah.
captured. I don't know who they are. Some middle-aged couple of Bulgars, but we were
It's
unable
not
to get to them.
Bulgars.
B-O-L-G-A-R.
The McFeagle are Scottish. These guys are going to be Irish as all hell.
Sorry, just quickly, Saxon, I was wrong. So you know how Wizards of the Coast just released the new adventure, like in the Witchlight Hour or whatever, that's
I was
set in
halfway
the
for telling a story.
set in the Feyland with
Yes.
pixies and elves and fairies and stuff. And I looked at it and thought, sounds interesting, but there's no way my gaming group would go for fucking pixies. Clearly, I was wrong.
Apparently.
This poor
Yeah,
couple,
that's good worse to know.
Shut up and let's hear the story.
this
Go
poor
on.
couple were charmed by the pixies, by the siren song of their queen, and they took boat to the island before we could stop them. Now I do not what. Now I have no idea what's happened to
Oh
them.
God, I have to see this place. I really, yes, I have to see this
Tiny
place.
little pixies with tiny little pixie feet
And tiny little pixie swords
and tiny little pixie songs
and songs.
and
It sounds like a tiny little siren.
and little musical instruments.
Where can we find this
The
Magical
island-
place.
well,
magical place?
this path will take us to the lake, and the island is in the
Are,
middle
are
of the
you
lake.
coming with us?
Yes,
No.
we'll go as far as the shore, but like I said,
You won't cross
the
the
island
island.
is taboo to our people.
What do you recommend for dealing with this?
Pixies.
Should we stop up our ears with wax so that we cannot hear the siren song and we can rescue these people? Should we go and perhaps try and defeat this evil which has
Yes,
corrupted the
I
prince?
hear
And we
humans
can't
can.
hear our allies
I-
cry for help.
I hear humans can be quite susceptible to the siren song of the music queen.
Do you have earplugs
For a price.
for a price?
We may be able to fashion something from beeswax. Yes.
And this is where he scams people.
That's right. That will be 10 gold pieces.
You do want
I
your
might be able to
sanity,
find some
don't you?
beeswax for an electrum
We get down,
piece.
turns out they're all
Well,
tone deaf and they don't
Well,
have
you
any
can have these
instruments.
10 gold pieces ones,
They have to
but
give
we
pixies
can't
two
guarantee they'll
gold pieces
work.
out
If
of
you
this.
really want the bee's knees,
These
you
are
go
the
for
fives that-
20.
The 20 gold pieces.
Pixies?
A master of sorcery may be able to protect you from the enchantment
Yes.
as well.
Okay,
And a
Master,
master
what do you
of
have to
sorcery.
protect us, though,
If
Master of
only we had a
Sorcery?
master of sword. Oh,
I don't know if what you
What can you do?
What spells you have? You've got sleep. You've got charm person. Do you have charm person?
You've got avoid pixie song.
Repel pixie.
Do you have cone of silence?
And then they can't.
And
play
our
musical
cleric here,
dirge
our
at us.
cleric
That would
here
be
has some
perfect.
spells as well.
do we actually get beeswax?
And protection from evil.
But what if they're not evil? and
Actually,
only
protection from
enchanted?
evil
Yeah,
might
that's
come
right.
in handy. Not
Or
so
nuts.
much from the Pixie Queen siren song.
We throw nuts at them?
though.
No, let's not do that.
We could have some great freeform role playing with all the things we get up to without being able to talk to each other because we've got beeswax in our ear. And all the
We all have to go into different rooms.
Dave?
Hello?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you. What was that again?
Dave is the only one
What
who
do
can
we
hear
do? Do we
us.
have to start doing this sort of stuff?
That's right.
Yeah, try doing that in combat. I'll just get out my tablet. Oh no!
So,
Come here, Putter!
if you accompany the other elves to the lake, they have a settlement near the shore where you can stay the night, basically, because
Right.
it's evening by the time you get there.
Oh, is this elf accommodation? Because this will be awesome.
Yeah, it's
It
probably-
is.
Why do they live near the shore?
It's waterfront view.
Of the pixies of Evil Isle.
I don't know. Like,
The,
why
the
wouldn't
pixies
they?
moved in quite recently,
Right.
while the village has been there for
So basically, now they're using us as pest control.
It's a pixie infestation.
It
You
is
know
a
what
pixie
elves are like? They
infestation.
don't like to touch in their hands dirty with anything. That's what the scum.
Hey, look, in another adventure, I play an elf, and I take offence to that.
The accommodations are comfortable.
But it's true, isn't it? No, it's
That
true.
other day's Lord of the Rings, we're elves.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
that's
idiots.
right. We're both elves.
With woe.
That's so long ago. It's like another century or something.
Too long ago.
I miss out. Well, he stole it from us.
So
You guys are so fey.
so the accommodations are comfortable.
Oh, what do they like? Describe them for us, Dave. Silken pillows and stuff? Can I silken pillow?
So the elves mostly actually live.
Sorry.
It's all right. So the forest ends, and then there's a bit of moor, and then there's a lake. And the village is actually on the edge of the forest. They mostly live in the trees.
Right, are there hot elf girls asking for a friend?
But they have set up a
Yes,
tent
there are hot elf girls wandering around asking for a friend.
on the ground. They have set up a tent with beds for you to sleep in,
These are, we think, suitable for
suitable
humans.
for
Oh,
humans.
poor man.
Romance.
And they give you quite nice food, venison, a kind of flat bread
Lember spread.
that tastes pretty good,
Nice.
And-
Fed well. It's a good place to come to.
nuts and fruits.
Beautiful.
Nice.
Nice. That's what I
No.
The place is called Laura Lothian.
Anyway,
Home of the
Sloth
rivers of the
Lorien.
forest.
not much happens in the morning. Goriadel takes you down to the lake, where they have some small, elegant boats that they use to catch fish.
Oh, are we going to get magic gifts before we leave?
No, we won't get magic gifts before we leave. Don't ask for one. What do you want? Like boots with little wings on them?
Yes, now that you
Now I want them.
now I want.
Now that you've mentioned
That
it,
could be the perfect weapon against pixies.
Boots with wings. That what? Help you levitate this far off the ground.
boots of magical stompiness. Actually, I've got to ask something that I would like to ask the
I
elves.
can't balance!
Like
How
one of
big
those
is it?
water
Again.
scenes.
Like
How
we're
big is a
talking
pixie?
that big, that big, that big, or
It's about a foot.
about a foot. Okay. So stomping them is probably inappropriate.
You'll struggle.
I think they have They're essentially
It's a run.
magical beings.
They fly. They're hard to see. They effectively have a form of invisibility.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Yeah.
The
Oh
Pixie
my
Queen is
God.
a magic user with some capacity to stuff.
We really need a plan before we even.
Yeah, should we try?
Place.
Negotiations worked well recently. Should we? Is there any chance of negotiation?
So you'll have to get to the island first.
Oh, we should turn up like an
How
official
are
delegation.
we going to negotiate with beeswax in areas?
How about this very stupid idea?
We're here to negotiate.
Please stop yelling, especially when I've got the back door open.
How about this for an idea? We actually are on an island with a bunch of elves for whom pixies aren't just something they've vaguely heard of. They're things that they used to actually be friends with these dudes. How about we ask them what to do?
Oh my god.
Well, of course, a couple of things
They're
first.
under control of an evil
Couple
entity.
of things first. So Goriadel says the pixies have stolen from us a statue of an elven woman
Right.
who is very dear to us,
Yes.
the statue that is, and possibly the woman as well. We would very much like it back. If you were able to bring it back to us,
Yes.
we will give you these gems. And he has like a pile of gems.
Why do I get the weird feeling we're about to be conned?
And
I don't
Here are your. Here.
there's 600
Maybe the
gold,
elves are the evil ones.
600 gold pieces worth of gems.
Really?
Yeah.
That much? Well, that's a lot.
Yeah,
For one statue.
that's a
that's-
pretty good deal.
How much could we get for the statue?
Is
you
this one
reckon?
of the lesser
If they're
statues
will-
of no real value?
Yeah. If they're willing to pay 600 GP for the gems, how much is the statue?
One statue to rule them all.
Okay.
He also
Alright.
says,
Yeah, that's
I
right.
can grant you a warding spell which may protect you from the pixie queen.
That's a bit more like it.
Okay. Yeah, you can help us. That'll be good. Ward.
You think he did it, didn't
Yep.
Was that him doing it?
they bought it.
You feel slightly tingly for a minute.
Oh, it could be because I bit into a prawn.
What they're doing, a prawn.
And if that doesn't work, here's our beeswax. Here's some beeswax you can stuff
in your ears. It'll never come out. All right,
Just
and we
huge
need a
clogs,
boat.
Can I just check the elves
Oh, they
aren't
give you a
sit-
boat.
No,
They
okay.
give you a couple of boats.
Can I just
No.
check the elves aren't sitting there smirking at us?
No, they seem perfectly serious.
Oh, come on, the elves.
Especially,
It would be so out of the meta game for them to be actually
yeah,
tricking us.
and they seem to be especially serious about this statue. In fact, they seem to be reluctant to mention it, but now that
Okay.
you're going, they're like, well,
Like,
the
well,
statue
if you
back
could.
for us, that would be pretty
Why
good.
did they take the statue in the first place?
Oh, they're being naughty pixies.
Oh, just because they're naughty.
You may learn something. You never know.
Does the statue have any magical importance? Like when we pick it up, it's not going to like attack us or something.
Might be one of those statues.
Are you
That's
asking?
something.
Are you asking?
You keep
that,
Yeah,
in
the
the drawer
elf-
next
elf
to your
guy.
are you
bed.
explicitly asking Goyadel if
Yeah.
it's magical?
Yeah.
No, it is not magical, but
Right.
it is of important historical and cultural importance to us.
Now I'm sure that we're going to recognise it as soon as we see it.
It
but
is a statue
what?
of our founder, the Vialia herself.
Okay, it'll look like an elf, so we should be good with that. Let's just take everything
The
that looks like an elf.
pixies stole the statue as an innocent joke, and it turns out the statue's evil and enslaved them all. And
Well,
by giving the statue back to the elves, they'll be enslaved instead.
When really
that's
what
not actually consistent with the story because the island was taboo to the elves for
Okay.
a long time.
What we've really run into here is a sorority house prank thing where they've taken their head of house and we've got to get back.
You
and-
get there, and there's just a bunch of elves with like cardboard wings stuck to them. Going,
We are the pixies! We are the pixies! We are this shit! Go away! What are they doing now? They're throwing clods of dirt.
We are the pixies, and we've come to ensorcel you.
So what are we going to do when we arrive? Are we going to talk to these people?
We're going to sneak around and try and.
Or are we going to go around and murder them? Because we haven't done that for a
What
while.
we really need is some fly swatters.
you need something bigger than a fly swatter. You need a butterfly net to catch a pixie.
Oh god. Actually,
Would you?
Lump hammers.
No, the elves have no butterflies.
Would you?
no,
Reeling one, so you can just
no,
run through the
that
grass.
wouldn't work in a million years.
Grab the pixies quick.
Actually, I'll tell you what the elves do have, and it's fishing nets.
Then again,
Ooh.
it would work.
Stockings.
Did you just drop a hint at us?
No, I just thought it just occurred to me. It's
Weird.
not, this is not in the module.
Welcome to the
But
Rocky
those-
Horror
You
version
know,
of
you know those fishing nets you throw
Yeah.
them and you throw, not like a
Not those
massive
sorts of
fish,
Oh, okay,
nets.
just
sorry.
a small one, like you pull in like that.
We each take a fishing net.
Come and see what's
Why
on
do
this
we
thing.
each need a fishing net?
Because they're only small ones, and we can go. It's better than nothing.
It's actually a pretty good idea.
Do you think we'll get trapped in these
Right.
fishing
Yeah,
nets?
exactly. I can see us being,
Talking
you
about
know,
one.
wrangled in the fishing nets and
How
hoisted
many
up from a tree.
pixies
How many pixies?
Yeah, we're
197.
talking.
You're asking Guriadel how many pixies?
Tens, hundreds, thousands, millions, what?
Millions of them.
Millions of pixies. Fantastic.
It's hard to know because, of course, they are often invisible, hard to see. They're often
Oh,
invisible.
jeez.
I would estimate.
We're going to be shrouded in this.
I would
isn't it?
estimate there may be a dozen or even a score.
Oh, okay, righto.
Okay.
Is there any
We
way
should, we should divide ourselves
any way
into
that
3
you know
columns
of
plus
to
a
make them
pack
more-
trade.
to make them more visible, or is there any kind of light that makes it?
In daylight, they do
Red.
shimmer. So in good light, you can see them,
So
especially
if
when
we
they
had like
move.
Ghostbusters,
Twilight, isn't
Hmm.
if we were Doctor Who, we could turn up with infrared lamps.
Yeah.
If they wish to be seen, they will be.
Mm-hmm. That goes without saying.
That was helpful.
Well, it's always got. Now get on the fucking boat.
Okay, just a quick question to either Urban or Ray or both. Do any of your characters have something equivalent to fairy fire?
Yeah, sort of that sort of thing.
I have invisibility though.
Ooh.
You could.
Will the pixies be able to see you while you're invisible? Probably not.
Can the invisible see the invisible?
If the invisibility spell allows you to see while invisible, like invisible things are invisible,
Potion
but I'm
of
pretty sure it
healing.
doesn't.
It doesn't work that way, Dave. I don't think it ever has.
Protection from
Plus, the
evil.
pixie invisibility is like a light refraction thing anyway.
No, okay.
They can see each other.
Yeah.
Ah, hence the shimmering.
Yeah.
Look at me quivering like a little. No, that's wrong.
That's actually not in the rules, but I've made that up.
What is it? Shivering, not shimmering. It was shivering. Shivering like a little girl quivering.
What?
That's what Lois Lane sings with Superman.
Anyway, are we going?
What,
What's happening?
Christopher
Yeah,
Reeve?
let's go across the. We're ready. Let's go.
If
We
we
might as well
looked as
find
much
out.
information as we can, we shall
Can you
proceed.
read my
Okay.
mind?
Oh, that song.
Yes.
You start crossing the lake towards the island. The island is misty.
What are we going to do when we arrive? Ray turns himself invisible and runs off in a
What does
random
protection
direction.
from evil actually do?
Protects you from evil, I
I'm
reckon.
about to find out.
How long does it last?
12 turns.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Remember, arrows are not evil.
You can always-
And
you
it
can always
says
use it
minus
more
1
than
attack
once.
and plus 1 saving.
Yeah, you can always use it more than once.
I find swords aren't evil either.
Yeah. Maybe protect us.
Oh, it's just me.
About halfway.
Oh, jeez.
About halfway across the lake.
It's always about you, isn't it? Yeah.
About halfway across the lake,
You all die.
you can hear a faint whizzing sound,
Oh, jeez.
and then you hear.
Oh, God.
See?
Oh.
Oh my god, that was an awesome
You know,
Peter
rocks are
impersonation.
alignment neutral as well.
I hold up a net.
You'll come.
Yes!
You'll come
Yes.
to see the Queen.
Yes!
Yes, why not? I knew we could do this.
Sorry, what was that?
You'll come to see the Queen.
Sorry, what was that?
You know your tricks.
We know your tricks.
Sorry, I can't hear you. Damn, I can't hear a thing that word this idiot says with his beeswax in my ears.
Oh, no.
Another one.
What did you
swings
say?
past.
Sorry, what?
What?
Then you hear another one whiz pie.
No, we don't.
I'm in the bubble!
You will be a sacrifice.
Oh, jeez. All right, let's keep going.
Sorry,
We're
Pixie,
down.
just so you know,
We're in this fight.
we're actually heroes and you're an NPC. It's not going to be us that gets sacrificed.
Do we get to the shore safely
Yeah,
without more
You
intimidation?
get a bit buzzed, but other than
Right.
that, they just keeping an eye on you. It seems.
We can claim the
That's
land
got a lot to
and
do
name
with
Bizarro.
the weird dabbles you do. Why did you take that?
Sorry.
You got a bit buzzed. That's probably more to do with the weird tablets you took. Why did you take those before coming into the cabin?
Just those mushrooms.
You managed to land on a small
The
beach,
red and white
pull your
mushrooms.
boats up.
Yeah.
There seems to be a bit of a path, and the path is lined with stones. It's very ancient and overgrown. But there's a path
No, nothing slightly suspicious about that.
that comes off the beach up a bit of a slope.
Excellent.
It's a fairly forested island. It's quite forested.
We should march forward boldly up this path.
Definitely.
Yes.
Suddenly,
There's no chance of anything
What's
going
there to
wrong.
lose?
suddenly a little pixie appears in front of you.
Aha!
Oh, do you want to see the Queen, do you?
Yes!
God,
It's a
he's,
bit of a leprechaun.
Oh, that's what I was going for.
I knew this would happen. I predicted it.
they will become Irish eventually.
Oh, do you want to lie between the she, do you? No, beneath the she. Get it right.
Is he telling himself or us?
That's right.
After a
Is
long
he
pause,
schizophrenic?
after a long
I
pause, I say,
might be.
Yeah, shut
sorry,
up.
what?
How about let's you and me, without him, have a conversation?
No, you got to speak to the queen if you speak to anybody at all.
Well then,
Is she tall?
It's now become Father
She
Shed.
has a big hat.
is she as beautiful as some people said?
Come this way if you dare.
I take that as a no.
Oh, we've come this far. All right, keep on following
You're
you.
going off the path now
Oh yeah,
into a grove of taller trees,
Right. Gimping time.
and you hear more.
Oh, jeez, they're all stark.
Sounds like
raging
it's all they're all around you.
Of course
now.
they are. We're
You know,
not the same
Pixies, you've got to
business.
understand something here. If you're going to ever be seen, taken seriously by other people,
Jono,
you've got to
stop-
stop being a stereotype.
Stop
Stop
taunting
using
us.
stop using logic with the pixies.
No.
No. Yes, take us to the Queen.
Okay, you find a clearing. There seems to be quite a lot of laughing all around you.
Oh, jeez.
And then, suddenly appearing in front of you, she's a little bit bigger than the other pixies. And she's wearing like a crown made of flowers
I think this might be their queen.
and long, sort of silvery gown. She looks very. She's got she's got like a stick
Not a reed stick.
with like a snail shell stuck on the end.
It's fine.
Why? Is the snail shell significant?
Oh, it's her staff of authority. Don't you bloody doubt the queen.
Sorry. I'll try better next time.
Hello, strangers! Why have you come here to the island of the pixies? Of the Ilia pixies?
Well, because she's a queen, I will bow again.
Yes, I bow too.
Yeah.
I'll bow because these two clowns bow.
You're very brave to come here. We could ensorcel you.
Yes, you could.
Can you hear her? What was that, sorry?
Well, are you all wearing earwax right now?
No, I haven't put mine in.
That
I've
would
got
be a
some.
really bad idea.
I've got some.
In terms of this conversation.
I've got some, but I haven't put it in yet. I thought we've got to try and.
Like,
Yes.
I've already got 2 sacrifices for the Black Mirror, but the Black Mirror always demands more.
It would.
Why does the Black Mirror always demand more?
Oh, that's a hard question to answer.
Jeez.
The Black Mirror demands a sacrifice.
Yes.
And then all the other pixies go, yes,
Yes,
the
that's
Black
right.
Mirror demands a sacrifice.
And what does it give in return?
Oh,
You just give it what it wants all the time.
Yeah.
oh, well, we tried to give it a lady made out of gold,
Yes.
and it wasn't happy with that.
What did it do with it?
We stuck it out the front,
Right.
What else are we going to do?
and then it said, the Black Mirror wants a proper sacrifice. So then we found a couple of people that were wandering in the forest, and we brought them to the island, and now they're lying underneath the she. We haven't sent them to the temple yet, but we will,
What is the she?
for the Black Mirror demands it.
I used to know at one point, but I didn't know who at this moment.
What is a she? Like the grass or something? Or the...
Look over there! And
Dunk, dunk, dunk.
there's a mound, and there's a couple, and they're lying clearly asleep. They've both got little crowns of flowers around.
Oh god.
A middle-aged couple, and you know immediately who they are. They're your parents.
My parents. Oh,
Oh no!
You should inform them this information so they can do something to you.
I can see why you really wanted us to do this encounter.
Well, I inserted your parents. That's you. The she, as far as you can tell, is just a sort of shelter over the top of it,
Right.
made of sod, like wood with sod on top.
Right. Gotcha.
So,
But
you've
they are
told-
fast asleep. They're ensorcelled.
So, you've told us where the statue is. You've pointed out the she.
I've not told you where the statue is.
Yes, you did. You
So
said
that's
you
the
put
front.
it outside, out the front.
At the front of what?
The mirror?
starting to sound like a goon show sketch.
So where?
Just outside the temple.
where the mirror...
Where the mirror is, but you don't know where the temple is. No, you
Chop
don't.
us up
Oh,
everything.
I
That's what
Oh,
you're
you
talking about.
assume things.
Ask her how to kill her. Because, like, she's
Wow.
offering up everything. And if we wanted to kill you, how would we do this?
Well, clearly you can't tell us where the temple is.
Everybody just shut up. She's telling us
Of
everything we need
course,
to know.
I'll say, no, you can come to the temple. I'll show you exactly where it is.
Well, we'll go right now then.
Oh, yes. Oh, we will, won't we? Won't we? And they're all laughing. Oh, we take them to the temple. Oh, yes.
Jesus.
Oh, if they want to go to... Do they
Please
want to
don't
go to the
wax in my
temple,
ear.
everyone? Oh, they do.
More wax in my ears.
Oh, they want to go. Oh, the Black Mirror will be glad, won't it, everyone? Oh, yes, they will. Oh, they'll be glad for our sacrifice, won't
I
it?
whispered to another pixie.
Ah, like crossbow.
Excellent. Lost it or
Oh
something.
my God, she's turned into Mrs. Brown.
Oh, I think they might be mad. That's what I think. If they all want to go to see the Black Mirror, oh, we better show them
Funny
as
you
soon
should-
as we can.
Funny you should talk about being mad.
Are you ready? Are you ready to go?
Oh.
Yes.
Are we going to try? Are we
ready.
still going to try and negotiate our way out of this? Or?
No, we're gonna have to destroy this mirror.
Oh God! If we do,
Yeah, if we do, we free
them.
them all.
Oh, I don't know about
They've
that.
been
I
in
think
Sorcerer.
they've been in Sorcerer.
Yes, exactly.
By the Black Mirror.
My plan is just to shoot the bloody thing with a crossbow. I hope Ray could do
Oh
something
my
more
God.
effective.
All right.
Have you seen the
Possibly
Black
go
Mirror?
wrong.
Well, it's a mirror.
That's black.
The worst that can
And
happen.
it's black.
The worst can happen is it's invulnerable to physical weapons.
No, the worst can happen is that it takes it personally when you shoot it and kills the living crap out of it.
Well, what else are we going to do? We have to find out where the mirror is to do
I
anything
could-
about it.
I could
so-
pretend to make the mirror go away by making
Oh,
it invisible.
oh,
Oh, you can
That's
cast
smart.
invisibility on other things.
Yes, I can.
Oh.
You can.
That's a
good
plan.
idea.
A plan. I can make one person or object in range invisible.
Have you got
That's
to?
a
You don't have to
great
touch it. You just got to be in range of it.
Just in range.
Okay. What is that range? Because that could be important.
might not
Could
work
be.
though if they're in source.
240 foot.
That's a long way.
Anyway, are you going to follow the Queen? Because she's
Yep.
going to show. She seems
Sure.
very keen to send you to,
Oh, I
to
bet
the
she
temple.
is.
What other options do we have? at this point?
Follow me! Come on now! And all the other pixies, you can hear them all behind you buzzing around.
More sacrifices.
The Black
Look at
Mirror
all that.
demands a sacrifice. Anyway, you come to the closely ranked trees give away to a grassy clearing. In the centre
Grassy
stands
lawn.
a small colonnaded building, its white marble stonework stained with age. Once there was a large stone statue standing at each corner, but one of these has toppled and smashed. In its place stands the statue of Vialia, stolen from the elves. So that's what the temple looks like. And you can also see the first floor, but never mind that. It's okay.
Sure.
Hang on, is the statue in this picture?
Maybe that's supposed to be. I
that
don't
would
know.
be it. Okay.
It seems a bit large, if you
And
ask
lumpy.
me. But anyway,
Large and lumpy, like all elven artifacts.
apparently the statue is 3 feet high, so that would be about that then.
We
Okay.
could never fit into that temple.
That was their problem. The door was too short.
I think they just sort of left it outside. They just went, punk, there you go.
Get in the plane, Smithers.
Okay, so shall I try the invisibility?
And the Black Mirror presumably said, not that kind of sacrifice, go get me a proper one.
Does it actually talk?
I'm just making up a story now, never mind.
Okay. Because I'm going to say, even if it's invisible, it'll still be able to talk.
That's why I think I should just shoot it with a crossbow bolt.
Oh, the Black Mirror doesn't talk. No, it speaks to us in our minds.
Making it invisible probably isn't going to work.
Oh, it speaks to us in our minds, doesn't it, everyone? Oh,
Telepathic fluences on people.
oh,
She's cuckoo.
oh, I've been trying to sleep at night and the Black Mirror is telling me, bring me a sacrifice. That's what it says to me all the time.
But why does it want a sacrifice?
I don't know. It just wants one, doesn't it? It's best not to know. It's best not to know.
Goodness.
David's having far too much fun with this one.
Is anybody else going to do anything to this mirror?
You don't even
We're not-
see the
can't
fucking
see the
mirror. You're standing outside a temple.
I know, but when we get there,
I just,
Yes.
Well, let's see kind of how
I
it's going
just
to play out.
surreptitiously look in the door, see if there's anything obvious.
this is the first
These
floor.
clowns won't do anything.
If it's first floor, they won't be on the first floor.
Well, you can see the plan of it there. It's just sort of it's a fairly small sort of area, but there's a pit in the centre, and there's a ladder
Going up or
leading
down?
down into the pit.
Into the dungeon.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Climb
Into
down
the
into the maw of the mirror.
Darkness.
That's probably to our advantage.
Why?
Well, if we climb down there, we just have to deal with the mirror. We don't have to deal with an army of pixies.
You know we eventually have to leave.
Yeah, but by that point, we'll have destroyed the mirror and they'll be freed of its influence.
Okay.
Yeah, none of the pixies are following you into the temple, by the way.
Excellent.
Yep, good.
No, nothing.
So there's no
Nothing.
mirror on the first floor, I take
They're
it.
going, boy, go in there. There you go. Boy.
Bye-bye.
Sorry,
So there's no mirror on the first floor, I take it.
no.
Just the hole with the ladder.
Well, there's that layout, square layout. There's it doesn't really detail what's
Does
that.
the
what-
Queen come in with us?
No, none of them come in. Here.
Excellent.
Oh, thank God for that. Alright, it's going to be even easier than I thought.
Oh my god.
There's some stairs leading up to a dais. There's a pit in the centre of the dais. Ladder going down,
Writing on the walls.
and presumably those are supposed to be statues on every corner. It doesn't actually.
Is there any
dis-
way, can you check for magic? Like, is
It
that
doesn't
possible in this
actually
game?
describe at all what.
I don't want to be in frugal as
that-
we
that-
climb down or
Ah,
something.
so no writing on the walls.
No?
Detect
Okay.
magic.
No.
You ever detect magic or anything?
I think we can be the rest
I think-
assured
I
there's
thought
magic.
you were like-
Standing
Yeah, I know, but
from
like just
the
as in the
pits
like
and the
around
ladder,
us, someone's going to
can
attack
we
us as
see
we approach
down?
the
Is it
dice.
too shadowy to see the bottom?
It's absolute pitch black down there.
Take a
Actually-
pebble, drop it down. How long does it
Actually-
take to go to 20?
Okay.
Can somebody detect evil?
I can detect. Let's see. Can I detect evil? No, I
Because
can't.
let's detect magic and detect evil.
I can find
Know
traps.
where we stand.
I think I already know that we will find magic and we will find
And we will
evil.
find evil. We already
Okay.
know this.
But I'll try and
But
see
I'd
if
like
there's
to
any
know the
obvious
general
traps as well.
direction.
It falls a fair way.
If it yeah, well, the suggestion is it's at the bottom of the pit. But what if it's like on the roof?
Maybe 30 feet. You're a dwarf. You can work these things out. You think it's about 30. That shaft is
Okay.
about 30 feet deep.
Okay, thank you.
Typing.
So examine
What?
the roof, you reckon?
You do what?
Right.
Dwarf, you can work these things out.
Right, can you actually detect where magic's the most?
No, because I can't do detect magic.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Sorry.
It's not 5th
He
edition.
didn't say that. He just
I
kept
did
saying.
say that.
He did actually
Did he?
say,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
he did say he can't do detect magic. That was a question I asked.
Oh, the elves packed you some bread for lunch too.
Oh, cool.
Lember spread.
Jesus.
And
Thank
more
you.
than the spread.
Wrapped in limbus leaves.
Shit, we should have traded with that. I tell you what, we'll give you this bread, delicious bread for that statue. How about that? Can't get better bread.
The Queen says, "You're freaking kidding me, right? We've been stealing Lember's bread. It's about all the you've got.
Look, she's got no purpose for the statue now.
Seriously.
The mirror won't take it.
Seriously, you've
I'm
got some
keeping that
bickies. Anything except Lember's bread.
Good on you, Ian.
No, pixies live exclusively on berries and nectar.
Okay, I'm going to climb.
I've got some berries. I'm going to eat
Unless
them
somebody
soon.
has a better idea, I'm just going to climb down the pit.
No, that seems fine.
Sounds
I'll,
fantastic.
Yep.
I'll follow him.
Thank you, Urban.
I'll stay up the top because I'm not an idiot.
I'm climbing
Yeah,
down.
true.
All right,
I'll-
you're going to need a lantern or a burning torch because it's dark as pitch down here.
Can we light one and throw one down?
Yes, you can.
Excellent. I'll do
Indiana
that.
Jones style.
It's fired to the ladder and we burn.
Yeah.
No, the ladder's made of metal.
Can the
Just
can the
burns
dwarf
out.
go down
It's metal
because
and set into the wall.
you know dwarves don't need the
Yeah, dark vision.
Yes, you can go. Do you want to go first?
I'm not a dwarf.
You should go first,
Oh,
Saxon.
I'm just throwing Saxon under the bus.
Oh, okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay, we sent Saxon down.
You do have
first.
dark
I'll go
vision in
second.
this world?
I've got infravision 60 foot. Yes, that is.
Alright, off you go. See,
I don't-
and then you call out what's down there.
Is it that dark down there?
Hang
What
on.
could
If it's,
possibly go wrong?
Yes, it is dark down there.
Oh,
I've already
no.
established.
I got a torch.
sorry, Saxon,
Yes, yes.
you can see 60 feet.
60 foot infravision. Yeah.
How deep is this pit again?
I have
30
estimated
feet.
it's
Roughly
30
30.
foot.
So you can see it without
See,
climbing
see
down.
at the bottom?
Yes. But here's the thing. Infravision is literally heat vision. I'm guessing there is no
Everything
hot
is
warm
cold, which it is. You
Okay.
can't see shit.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, this doesn't help.
I
So
want to see
there's
shit.
definitely no warm-blooded
I
monsters
thought
down
they
there.
had like searchlights in their eyes and they creeped the light.
Oh, jeez. No.
Well, I don't know how.
Infra meaning heat, as in
Yes.
infrared. Yeah.
I just know they had like night vision or something.
No.
So, well, yeah, night vision works. You kind of need at least some level of light. You just can, do more with the amount of light available.
So if I have water vision, I've actually got a sonar in my
But
head.
infravision is you see heat. You can see heat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
So what we'll
Well,
do is I'll...
hang on, we've got the torch down there. Can you?
Yeah, of course you can see. This is
What's
not,
down there?
I'm showing you, or I'm trying to.
I'm sorry.
So
Aha!
you've come down here. Well, it's fairly obviously.
Doug.
A dungeon
A
crawl.
Doug
Well, we've
Jen.
looked down there at the moment.
A small area here, and then there's a pathway leading that way, leading to a door.
Okay, so we should all come down here.
Oh, well.
Okay, I'm coming down.
Let's all go down.
I'm covering myself in honey.
We're about to face another door.
Yes, you failed at the last one.
Thought we did all right. Oh, that's all
It'd be
right.
funny if it was the same problem. Go away!
Not freaking you again! We're interdimensional. This is our back door. So I take it the dwarf shall check for traps
Yes,
again.
please.
Do you need to roll for that dwarf?
I will, yes.
I don't even know how
I
this
never
works. Do
roll
you
for
have like a
dwarf.
percentage value or something?
Or
Or is it like a 1 in 6 or 4 in 6 or some crap? I don't even know how it works.
Are we back?
Thanks, Arnie.
Now, okay, detection, detect traps, sliding roll 1 or 2 on D6 according to what I've got written.
Okay, good. Do that.
I roll a 6. I fail catastrophically.
Excellent.
Seems
Okay.
perfectly safe to you.
I'm going to try find traps as well.
Go ahead.
Okay. I need to get below 25. I get 65.
Alright. You think it's fine as well. It's an ancient door, but it doesn't seem to have any lock on it. You can just sort of, it's like a
Presumably.
handle and you can push it open.
Presumably everybody else got sent down. He was in Sorcels first.
Yes, because it was the only way to make them go down, I imagine.
So we're at an
So this
advantage
is
already.
an unlocked door.
Mm-hmm.
I shall use my axe to push it open
Should we
rather
wait
than
for
use
Dave
my
to come
hand.
back?
Makes a creepy creaking sound, but that's about it.
Okay.
It is pitch black beyond.
We have a torch.
Yes.
Yes.
Do you throw a torch in?
Sounds like a tactic.
Sounds
Yes.
like a tactic.
I light my torch.
You see a chamber with side rooms leading off into darkness and another pit with a ladder. in it.
going up.
No, down.
Look, pit.
What's the thing in the middle?
That's just C for room
Oh.
C.
Oh, okay.
Look, pit.
Okay, what we'll do is
Look
very
at chambers
carefully
first.
examine this room.
Not without
chambers.
moving into the room, you can't.
Yeah, we'll do that. Well, I'll do that.
East.
Carefully
Who's going
investigate
in
the chamber.
first?
Me.
Alright, you're going in, are you holding a lantern or something?
Yes.
Or are you just using the light of the burning torch? on the
Yeah.
ground?
What are we
You
doing?
could like set the tips of our hairs on
Yes,
fire.
I have a lantern. I think I do have a lantern.
Somebody roll 1 to 6. And I will also roll 1 to 6.
5,
That sounds pretty good.
6.
Okay. Well, I've got to jump on you then.
Oh, bugger book.
Out of both of those side chambers, clattering towards you, are skeletons.
Oh my god, 1d4 hit points.
As they start, as their sudden movement, which is all quite jerky,
Do they destroy themselves?
no, but all this sort of dust and cobwebs all sort of fall off them as they start lunging towards you.
Love it.
I shoot one with my crossbow bolt. Oh, can't I do that yet?
You won initiative, so you've got to jump.
Oh, I thought they won the initiative.
No. Oh no. Yeah. No. We'll let you guys shoot off first.
Okay,
How
right.
do I do
They
this
did win
again?
initiative, but who cares?
Oh, I just rolled a hit.
Oh, I
don't
have some flavour text. It
Ah,
says
hang on.
skeletons! Exclamation mark.
I love it.
Hordes of them! Exclamation mark.
What?
Clattering across the room towards you and pouring out from side chambers!
Oh,
Exclamation
okay.
mark.
So there's more than two.
I never said there was two. I don't know where you got that from.
Yeah, I thought you said two.
Yeah.
No,
you got
2
this.
rooms.
Ah.
So how many-
Both rooms. You don't know yet. It's dark and they just keep coming.
Oh, Trixie!
I wasn't trying to
I
trick you.
rolled an 8. Is this good or bad?
That's bad.
You want high.
Now, it's been so long since I've done this, I can't remember where my
It's
skill
individual.
I'm a class 11.
bow is.
You don't need much, but you need something.
Trying to remember what my skill with a bow
Well, I
was.
hit if they're 11.
Oh, that's right. It's all the same, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you just roll d20 and you hit an armor
Okay,
class.
right. Well, we'll see how we go.
You get to add your dexterity bonus though because
That's right.
because it's a bow.
So +2.
Well, that's a
18.
good solid hit.
And +2 gives us a 20.
Yeah. Roll damage, which is d6.
Ah,
from-
right. There's
from
only
the bow.
criticals in this, aren't there?
3.
One skeleton goes down.
It sounds remarkably like a xylophone.
Okay. Urban. If we're going around the table, your turn.
What would be really great, Urban, is you have the ability to turn undead. You could do quite a lot of damage in one go.
By which we mean turn the undead away, not instantly become a zombie.
That would make you trans alive or something.
Turn undead.
Bad joke.
Yes, I
What's
can't.
that actually mean?
I
What
kind
do I
of
do?
appreciated it.
Can't even remember.
I was just running through,
sorry.
seeing if I could
Sorry,
improve
I'm just
upon
trying
it,
to
and
work
no,
that
I
out.
couldn't.
Have we got any entry? It just says turn undead. All right,
Turn
that's all right.
undead. You can do this.
I
How?
think I'm
No
turning
one
to
knows.
undead. I think I'm turning.
No, I know as soon as I look it up. It's in.
Is that song problematic now?
Very problematic.
Yes.
It's
It's in Japanese. I really think.
my younger daughter heard that the other day and she was shocked. She was like,
But
That
it's
is so
David Bowie.
racist. It's not David Bowie.
Not David
Oh,
Bowie.
is it?
No, it's
No, that was the Vapors.
Oh,
and I think that's the only song anybody knows from them.
It's
Probably.
a classic punk song, but yeah.
They have a whole new meaning now, don't they? The Vapors.
Well,
Well, that song has a whole meaning, but
Well, I know that song has a meaning, but the name of the band has a new meaning.
No sex, no drugs, no wine, no women, no love, no sin, no you, no wonder it's dark. It's really just about missing someone. Okay,
And turn
your
down.
level is level 3. Urban. Your level is level 3, is it not?
yes, I'm freezed.
A cleric has 2 special abilities, turning undead monsters and casting cleric spells. Turning undead. A cleric has the power to turn away certain monsters called the undead. No other class has any special effect on the undead. This special ability is called turning. When a cleric
Wow, this is deep. This.
when a cleric encounters an undead monster, the cleric may either attack it normally or try to turn it. The cleric cannot both attack and turn in the same round. When you want your cleric to try to turn undead, just tell your dungeon master, I'll turn the undead.
I'll turn the undead.
Thank you. The undead monsters are not automatically turned by the cleric. When the encounter occurs, the player must refer to the cleric turning undead table to find the effect. It's alright, I'm looking at it right now.
we created a
Zombie
miniature.
T.
Excellent.
Explanation of results.
T.
Oh, you've already got
It
it?
says T.
What does T mean?
Turn.
You're actually up against
I just
skeletons.
turn it.
You're up against skeletons, not zombies.
T.
so-
The skeleton's T
Yeah,
as
yeah.
well.
So when it's T, then
That's
the
2 Ts.
attempt to
That's
turn
T
the
for-
undead automatically succeeds.
What?
Now the question,
Kill every undead in the universe?
the question becomes how many.
It's Thanos.
God Almighty! If only you listened.
Everybody be very, very calm. Be
You've actually freaked out the dog.
Enabled is what I should.
If the attempt at turning undead succeeds, I have to close the door. Too much noise.
Yes, that dog next door is very loud.
They really should do something.
The dog's complaining. If the attempt at turning undead succeeds, the dungeon master will roll 2d6 to determine the number of hit dice of monsters that have been turned.
Right.
And I've rolled a 5,
Yeah.
and another 5 makes
10 hit dice.
so.
These would be single hit
now
dice
these are
creatures, wouldn't
single hit dice skeletons. So
That was bad.
so
No, that was good.
they? Hordes
10,
of
10
them.
skeletons suddenly freeze and collapse.
Oh, I thought they should turn around and run away.
You hold up,
No, no, they
you hold up your
I shall
religious
hold
symbol
up my
and say, by the power
small
of
sack
Great
and say,
spell.
by the power of Fultoth.
Voltoth, and they go. Now,
That's how it's done.
that still leaves.
Thanks,
you knocked one
Thanks,
out.
Fultoth.
No, he one knocked one out. That still leaves
478.
another half dozen coming
Left
out.
in the
here.
Hey,
universe.
so can I just say it again?
Another 6 coming out.
Game Master, I turn them again.
What?
No,
Can I
this
just
is
keep
done.
doing it
No.
until they're all gone?
Oh, that's a good question. Can you do this every turn? You probably can.
Yeah.
I like that idea.
You think so?
I have to wait till
So we just have to keep
But the
running
ones-
away until he kills them.
No, I don't think it
Protect
might work out. It
the
doesn't work that way in
cleric.
5th edition.
Skeletons are like,
I
that's
doubt
true.
you can just do it every go.
it'd be
No,
like
because
fighting.
otherwise he'd be as good as me with my sleep spell. We can't
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah, we can't.
We
no.
can't have that.
No, you
That's
can use it every
impossible.
turn, but it's the only thing you can do that turn, basically. Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing you can do, Urban. That's like
I hold up-
disastrous.
My small sack and say, by
No,
the power
I
of
mean,
Fultoth.
this is skeletons. It becomes a lot harder when they become
If you
more.
just recorded yourself,
Powerful.
you wouldn't even have to go to that much effort.
I just play again. By the power of Fultoth. By the power of Fultoth.
You put it on a
By the
loop.
power of
By the
Fultoth.
power of Voltus, by the power of Voltus, by the power of Voltus.
Only thing you need to be afraid of now is vampires with earplugs.
Anyway, has anyone else got any ranged attacks they want to
Oh,
try and
ranged
do?
attacks. No, sorry.
Well,
what do I
arrows
have?
aren't very good against them, are they?
Except I just took one out.
Yeah, it has to be blunt, doesn't it?
Piercing weapons aren't very good against them.
Yeah.
I don't know if
Half
there's any
damage.
special rules about that. Not that I've noticed.
Should be. I'm
This
sure
is
that
first
went.
edition.
I'm sure that
I thought
went
sharp-edged
long way
weapons
back.
were half damage.
Was piercing. I
Look,
think.
look, just shoot something if you've got something to shoot. Otherwise, we're going to hand.
I've
hand.
already shot. Should
no,
I
no,
shoot
I
the
think
No,
we
no,
should
no,
discuss
no,
this
it's
for
the
a
same
while.
turn.
Right.
No, I'm going to go hand to hand with my sword.
Are you rushing in this turn?
You might get shot in the back by one
Well,
of
I
us.
already rushed in, so maybe I could attack one with a staff.
You can hit one with your staff.
It is my intention to rush in and do this.
Well, the
damage.
fightery types can rush
Oh,
in.
yeah.
and do
5.
something. 5 is a big fat miss.
Right. I
Alright.
hit
I'll-
myself in the head with my staff.
I have a normal
Can I
sword.
shoot
Oh, no,
anyone?
no.
Or is that two? Is that like?
Oh, yes, you can. Under these rules, yes.
Oh,
so if
okay.
it's now main... Oh, hang on. I just have to remember the sequence.
There's like two actions or something.
Yeah, the sequence is you shoot, then they shoot, I think. But let me just check what the sequence is, because I really should be doing this properly.
Okay.
And I've got the sequence right here. Yeah. You missile fire, then your magic, then your hand. Yeah, no, you can do all this in a turn.
So I get a +1 for strength.
But Urban can't do anything else this turn.
That's 17 +1 is 18.
Yeah, it definitely hits. Just roll for
Yeah,
damage.
I'm a +1. And
What is it? A sword?
yes, it's a sword.
Roll a d8.
Oh yeah, it's a D8. Okay. Is that?
Yes.
that's a D8. They
Yes,
look
it
the
is.
same. 7.
You smash it apart. More dust and cobwebs go everywhere.
Alright, can I attack with my sword?
Yep.
So I roll a d20.
Yep.
And it's against my strength, is that right?
Yep. Roll your add your strength to it.
Yeah. Oh, 19. He said it's.
Yeah. Roll a d8. Presumably you have a normal sword.
I just realised something. I wasn't using,
Two.
I wasn't using a bow. I knew I
Plus
had
your
a,
strength.
So 5.
Wow, you are strong.
Yes.
You smashed another one apart.
Nice.
Okay.
I just realised
I'm sorry. Just go on, John. What you were saying?
I think there's about 3 left from my calculation.
I just realised I probably shouldn't have taken one out because I should have rolled a d4 for damage.
What did you?
I just realised I've got a sling, not a
Oh, you got a.
Won't have made a difference on the hit, but it will make it.
Okay, there's one extra one who's got a crack in his skull.
So,
Shouldn't you just re-roll it?
+2 for strength.
Oh, you just roll it.
You got a 1.
Yeah, it's got a slight dent in it.
I rolled a 15 to hit.
So there's 4. That hits, rolls the damage.
The implication of these rules is he could do it every round.
Yeah, only 3.
Yeah, I think you can.
Only
Because
3
it
points of
basically
damage.
says
Oh,
you can either attack or turn. You can't do both.
Do you have a strength
Which kind of
bonus?
indicates
Yes, I
that
do.
you-
Sorry, it's a total of 5.
Yeah, you smash it apart. Alright, so that means, if I'm correct now, there are 3 left.
Mm-hmm.
And they now lunge at you and hit you with their bone clubs.
Whoa!
That's creepy.
Where's my... Oh, it's in here.
That's like
Skeletons using bone
That's
clubs.
like us attacking with severed arms.
Yeah, that's right.
They seem to have made clubs out of other skeletons.
Like bad economy.
Yes, I need to look at their entry. I should also decide who they're hitting, by the way. So it'd be the guys in melee, of
Yeah.
which there are 3.
Yeah.
Well, that's a miss, I'm going to say.
So I'm going to roll a d6 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Me.
It's Peter.
No.
Definitely miss.
I'm class 2, yes.
The second skeleton rolls an 18 against... I'll just go in that sequence. Against Dave. What's
Yes.
your armor class, David?
Is 2.
Tharko 19, so it would need...
1.
It would need...
I think it's a hit.
Is
Yeah, no, it needs a 19 to hit 0. It's rolled an 18, which would hit 1 or 2.
Yep. So how much do I take?
Smashes you with a bone club. D4. You take 1 point of damage, you poor man.
You should argue with him about that, because the skeletons would never attack
The
you.
third skeleton attacks the dwarf and
Down
misses.
If an attempt at turning the undead is successful and more undead remain, the cleric may turn them again. Once a failure to turn occurs, further attempts by the cleric will have no effect.
Oh, he can
The
just keep
turn-
going.
The turn, not in the same turn.
Oh.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
interpreting.
no, that'd be madness.
The
Okay,
turned,
like
the
Gatling
turned
turning.
monsters will leave the area but may return. They will stay away for 1 to 10 rounds. Roll or choose a time. After the turning wears off, you may decide whether the monsters return or make a reaction roll. If the result of the roll is 8, the undead return.
It's alright, doesn't matter, it's cool. Okay, so it's the next turn. It's
Yeah.
now your turn again. There are
3?
3 skeletons left.
Yes.
Urban Mose will just turn them, which happens automagically.
By the power of Voltos. Sack.
So just forget about them skeletons. They're probably going to be.
What's your character's name?
Luca.
They're probably going to be out of the
Thank you.
out of it for the rest of it.
My name is Luca.
Impersonation
I
of
live on the
Skeletor.
second floor.
I
Well,
live
you know,
upstairs
Gargamel
from
Lady
you.
was created to make
Yes,
you
you
look
think
good.
you've seen me before. If you hear something late at
That
night,
song, I always thought that song
some
was boring
kind
as all
of
hell.
I
trouble,
love that
some
song.
kind
I
of
hate
fight.
it.
Which song?
Just
My
don't
name
ask
is
me.
They played it to death.
I think that's a problem. Yeah.
They did play it to death, that is true.
Okay. I assume you are now descending the second ladder.
Oh,
That's
it's-
right.
well,
We
well,
found
hang
a
on,
hole
I
with the
searched
ladder.
the rooms.
I
and
searched the
checked
rooms
another
very
ladder.
carefully. I
Yes.
don't want anything
Going
left
down
behind
again.
to attack
Yes.
us.
Down to the next level of our dungeon bash.
You
Let's go.
find lots of dust, cobwebs, and piled corpses.
Ooh.
Well, skeletons.
Oh.
I'll take a moment to crush the skeletons
Oh,
so they're
good.
basically dust. And
They won't reanimate on it.
Yes, exactly.
Look at the reluctant look on his face.
I don't want to do it.
So I'm
I shall.
Oh, no, the
should
moment.
crush
That's the
them
player.
under
The
my
character
feet.
wants to do this very much. Thank you very much.
So there's the ones that were animated and that just sort of fell down
Mhm.
when they were turned. But there's also a pile of just scattered bones, which they
Mhm.
seem to have been using for weapons.
Okay.
All right.
Do we see the magic
What's the
mirror?
Nope.
No.
You
Time we're
Yes.
finishing.
It's 9:12.
I'm hoping to finish this encounter, which won't take much longer. Hopefully, no more than another half hour.
Okay. So,
So-
we're basically going down the second ladder.
So, well, if there's a pit and there's a ladder.
Well,
Are you doing anything before you descend?
Yes.
Are
Again,
you
how deep is it?
Who is going first? You don't know. You can
How
try
deep
dropping,
is the-
Dropping a pebble. Yes.
or even a
A
torch. Torch might be better. Give you a better sense.
I shall drop a
As
torch,
long
though
as
I do
there's
not
no
know
gas
the
down
way.
there. Some DMs would put gas down there just to get.
It appears to be about 20
That'd be
feet
great.
down.
I'm gonna have to do that. Send this volcano
Anything else
back up
happening
there.
before anyone tries to descend the ladder?
No, what do we see when we look down into the hole now the torch is in?
Who's going in first?
Full of
I'll
a
go
took.
in first, but what do we see?
Too late.
What do you mean too late?
It's too late to see now.
If we look, we can see.
You touch the ladder and you go.
Look what
Take
happened
one
to
point of
Pippin.
damage.
I told you they had electricity and you said, oh, they won't have electricity. Oh, that was the door.
I took 1 point of damage.
Now roll a d20 and get less than your dexterity, less than or equal to your dexterity.
You're gonna
score.
fall into the mirror
That's
of
all
doom.
Okay. Well, that's 20. So I got more than my dexterity, and you said
So-
less.
Yeah, so now you've fallen down the hole.
What?
Oh god, goodbye.
Okay.
Now you take a 30-foot drop.
20 foot.
Oh, I had to roll less than my dexterity.
Yeah,
Now I understand what the sentence
see?
is.
Oh god,
It's
I
not
keep saying
fifth
this
edition.
over and over again. You've taken 2 more points of damage.
Oh my god, no! Help me! Help me! I'm dying!
Okay, now you're down there. What's down there?
Oh, I'm
Look
dying!
around.
Oh, I
Oh,
look
shut up and
okay.
look around.
As the vision fails, I use my last strength to look.
Did you land on the burning torch?
There's a corridor going off in that direction.
There's a corridor! Oh.
Okay,
Leading
Stop being so
examine,
melodramatic.
Leading
down
to a door.
I'll examine the ladder to see exactly
Tell them I
what sort
died
of trap
pretty.
we're talking about here and whether we can
there. Tell them
disconnect.
no such thing.
Loot the body.
Okay.
Yeah. What is equip?
Okay.
What is it?
I want
Sorry,
those
I need-
sandals.
Who gets my skirt?
I rolled a 2. Yes, I detect traps. I hopefully I can figure out what exactly this is and how to disconnect it.
Damn it, ladder. That ladder. Imagine dying by ladder.
I predicted electrified things.
Yes, you
though.
did.
No, I said grabbing the doorknob.
Oh, yes, you did.
Yeah,
I
and you went,
predicted.
oh, there's no electricity in first edition.
Is there some way we can?
I said, unless they use like a copper, like an earthenware thing with copper and lemon juice.
So
Yeah.
What's really sad is that for the last 16 weeks, this is what I've been looking forward to.
there's nothing you can see at this end that you can
Right.
affect, but
But
it occurs to you that it may have discharged its power now.
Oh, like the
Maybe.
Tomb of the Cybermen.
okay, in that case we'll go like that with
Nothing
the back of my hand.
happens.
So if the electric shock caught,
Nothing happens.
But how long will it stay like that?
Oh, well, let's climb down quickly.
If you find a carpet and roll in it, you'll get up a nice charge.
Then you touch the refrigerator.
And you die.
Okay,
you run
well,
around
let's
giving people
climb
blue
down
sparks.
quickly.
Yeah. Down the bottom,
Yes.
you can see that there's some kind of weird black box
Oh, I was going to say, Matt thought it was you. Some weird mass. Crumpled.
Okay.
connected to the, you know, like
Okay, with this thing.
with some kind of.
Get the video.
I'm just trying to think what
Throw it down.
you know,
Who dares
What
disturb
the
the final resting
medieval-
place of me?
equivalent of an electric circuit would look like, but
Wow.
basically it must
See, they
have
did have electricity.
what appears
Sucked
to
in.
be.
A Leyden jar.
Yeah, there's
It's an earthen jar with a
Earthen
copper
jar.
rod filled with lemon juice.
there's an earthen jar, and then there's sort of wound metal
Wow.
cable, basically.
So obviously we smash it.
Yeah. Disconnect it, smash it.
Yep. And that's it.
Is there a guy down there explaining aliens did it?
Not saying it's aliens.
All right, so like I said, there's a corridor leading off towards another one of these doors.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, we'll check to make sure Peter's character is okay. Get him up, dust him off.
But I only have like 16 hit points.
So do I.
All right,
What
who's
are you complaining about?
But I started with 19 and you
I
started with
didn't.
17, so I'm more wounded.
Shit.
Okay. In that case, you stay.
I don't
middle
need
of the
any
group.
But
healing.
now we both look the same.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
carefully advancing, looking for traps as we go.
who's doing this? Are you going
We
first?
now
I'll
have
go
the two most
first.
handsomest people
Roll-
in
roll
the
for
party.
traps.
Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so 2 again. So yes, I saw it. Saw
Quite
it
how
over this time.
Sorry.
I rolled a 2. So any traps I can
You
see.
suddenly stop and go, halt!
Yes.
Dart trap.
It's a trap.
A dart trap.
Look, Kimosabe, tiny little bullet holes, and it's made by tiny little bullets.
So This is why I didn't show you the whole corridor before.
Oh,
Ka-twink,
darts.
ka-twink.
Darts. Oh, they like pressure padded? Like was everything like,
Yeah, on a close inspection, it would appear that one of the like
tiles?
Dart trap
Yeah,
fails.
For want of a better
Second
word,
one
the
is
stone?
yours, it hasn't been
Stone-
maintained.
the squared off stone
Things
things
you never read in.
is a thing where if you
Do it,
press,
hit it with a pulp,
you step
and then
on
we'll
it,
just release all the darts.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
we'll-
that'd be
Yeah,
the easiest
that'd
thing
be
to
fine.
do.
and that's exactly what
Do
happens.
not step on this
Except for
stone.
the one
It
you
is a
didn't see the
trap
ones
and it
coming
will
straight
kill
Yeah,
you.
the one's coming straight at us.
So, yeah.
There's just 2 darts and they go and fall on the ground.
Okay.
Can we use those as extra crossbow bolts?
No, it doesn't fit your crossbow. Not without a lot of whittling.
Are they poison?
You can't with a metal crossbow
Oh, it
bolts.
could be. Do you want to taste them?
Maybe I should
Hey!
give myself to find out.
Darty.
Oh yeah, that's poison, alright.
Do you want some?
Might if I had poison.
All right. So
That's through poison.
Oh,
Yes.
sorry,
So-
I just realised
so-
I missed the opportunity to make a dart joke.
So, you're at the door.
I said dart gun.
You're at the
Not-
door. On the
Door.
there's another one of those sort of handles, but this one has like
A
a
head.
gargoyle face with
It's
a
going to be
tongue.
electrified.
Oh,
Going out
Oh,
like
is
that
it going
one.
to talk to us? This will be awesome.
Is there a ring in the tongue?
Let's say there is.
I'm just thinking of labyrinth.
Yeah, so am
You want me to knock, don't you? Because you're scared it's
I
going to be
I did
electrified.
the last one. It's your
Or
turn.
some dart is going to fly out of it.
I crossed the ford.
I. He's
Oh,
he's
well
so
done,
bad.
Julius Caesar.
He
Good
got
on
his
you.
sandals wet, but he just kept going.
Jeez. Oh, your bloody Rubicon moment. That's awesome. Oh.
Then he knocked on the door and negotiated with goblins. Well, he didn't do the negotiating. He just stand there looking epic while other people.
I negotiated with the Queen of the Lunatics.
That's true. You did negotiate with the.
Should we just knock on the door? Like, this is going to be traps? Quite possibly is.
I
Do you
got
wanna
I
stand
got
back?
here
To
without
one
being cheated.
side.
Do you want to stand back while I knock on the door?
Check for traps.
I can check for traps.
That's an idea. Why would you do that?
I can. Don't
I can, except for the 3rd time in a row, I have rolled way above my skill.
Okay, I'll have a try.
The shittest search for Go on, let's all have a look at it.
Okay, 2 again. Yes.
Detectives of the universe.
I rolled a 2
It's
on my
fine.
detect traps.
No problem.
Again,
Do you get it? See you detect.
you detect no traps.
Alright, I'll knock on. I'll.
If we walk in, there is a trap.
On the.
Nothing but echoing silence.
We probably should just open the
Echoing
door.
silence.
Why would they put a big ring knocker there if
It's
no one was going to
Are you
answer?
expecting a button to turn up?
In order
Oh,
to fun.
speaking of terrible
Every
writing,
second paragraph.
speaking of terrible writing,
God.
Matthew Riley's made a film.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, which one did he do?
I have no fucking idea.
Hang on, is this the same?
He directed it.
But I'm deeply compelled
He
to
wanted
watch
to
it.
do contest for ages.
Oh,
Is this the same Matthew Riley who
Have they got a female
became a
lead?
writer just by sheer
He's got
chutzpah?
a small girl.
Pretty
in it.
much.
So has he become a director by sheer chutzpah as well?
Absolutely. He financed and directed his own film.
At least it's not Paulini.
I don't know
Anyway,
what it is.
yeah, nothing happens. Do you just want to push the door open?
Yeah, sure.
I have flavor text. Are we ready?
Stereo.
Okay,
Yeah.
flavor text.
The walls, floor, and ceiling of the room are so black that they seem to draw light into themselves. Just so Infravision's definitely not doing anything for you. Just as black are the pillars and the hideous fanged statues.
So how can we see them if they're just that black?
By the light of your torch,
Don't be racist.
the hideous fanged statues by the far wall. Statues which have just come to life!
Ah, Harry Efford column. Yay.
Wow.
Now, did I show you the room? It's like that. Right. Couple of columns.
Right now we got
couple of
statues to
columns.
find.
Statues up the back there.
Creepy statues come to life. Okay.
How many
They,
creepy
they,
statues?
they have the same horrible horned visage as the one on the door.
Okay.
I
How many of
bravely
them
let
are
the
there?
others go in.
Sorry?
Very
How many?
thoughtful.
2.
Oh,
These are like stone golems or something.
They're
Yeah, probably.
gargoyle looking things.
Gargoyle.
But they
It's
do seem to
Gargamel.
literally be made of stone.
I fire my sling at the nearest gargoyle
That's
looking
not going
thing.
to do much.
Do it anyway.
Yeah, that's an idea. Let's
14. Okay.
Oh, maybe we should actually roll for initiative.
Oh, that's a
first.
good idea.
I will roll.
Why are the gargoyles
3,
so disappointed?
5. They come for us.
The gargoyles
Gargoyles.
move across
Why
the
do the
room.
gargoyles look so disappointed?
I'm afraid to ask.
They can't find the gargoyles.
Oh dear.
I'm going to say they get to just within. They have no missile weapons, so they're just going to close the distance. But it does. I'm going to let you have a round of missiles.
And they're moving like stop motion.
So have a round of
Yes.
missiles.
Rory,
Ray
Then they'll be-
Harryhausen.
yes, that's the word I'm looking
Then
for.
they'll be
Classic
stuck in here.
70s stop motion.
Okay, I got
Okay.
14 before.
I can kill armor class 2.
I can kill armor class 5.
Well, you both roll for damage then.
Really?
These guys
Okay.
are wimpy. They don't want hamburgers.
I've got a
One.
slate as well.
2.
I'm going to do it as well.
There's a slight little chip
Oh,
out
wait.
of the stove.
I'm going to have to keep track of hit points for the first time in this game. I'm not going to make a secret
I
of
got
it. So,
15.
what did you say?
I got 1.
I got
You look down
2.
at 15 will hit armor class 4,
All right.
I can hit armor class 4.
I
What,
think.
have you? What do you roll? What are you?
He
throwing
rolled a
at them?
15.
Sling.
All right. Armor class 4. Well, then you hit it. Roll for damage.
127.
So much faster just rolling a dice, wasn't it? Right.
1.
Oh, Took you longer to freaking.
The elephant hath laboured and brought forth a mouse.
Any more missile weapons? Are we done?
No, I'm gonna stick with my sword.
Any spells? Any spells from Saladin the Magnificent?
Yeah,
No.
save them.
You get it
Imagine
right in
we're
between
using
the
this as
eyes.
our last session. It'll
And
be like
nothing
a new
happens.
day by tomorrow. If
Oh,
that makes
okay.
any sense. This is
Okay.
our last big encounter of the day. There won't be anything else.
I'll do a
What about the
magi.
mirror? The mirror.
We're just going to push it over and it's going to smash instantly.
Oh yes, I should just mention the mirror while we go. Because I didn't actually say, because it's not in the flavour
Stop!
text.
I am more powerful. Stay back.
It's not in the
Don't
flavour.
touch me.
It's not
there.
in the flavour text for some silly reason. But so there's two sets of corridors. That's the mirror there, hanging between the second set of pillars,
And there's a Facebook terminal there as well.
or standing, or something.
I'm
no, it
sure you can
hangs.
Google how to destroy the mirror.
A black mirror hangs facing away from the door, so you can't see the surface of the mirror, on iron chains between the two far pillars.
That's a hint. We shouldn't look into it.
Yeah, maybe we have to have our eyes closed like a Medusa thing.
Yeah.
Swing at it.
People
makes
who
sense.
write
We need
these
a
games
mirror
know
to look
nothing
at it.
about maths.
Mirror to look at a mirror.
Yeah.
Quite possible.
So, at the first level, I can
Shiny
shoot
shield.
Won't that intensify it?
one missile. When I get
What
to
have we
6th
done?
level, I can shoot 3. Why not have
have
two in
have
between?
two somewhere in between. Yeah,
Yeah.
it would be nice, wouldn't it?
That's why it's the very.
Anyway, are you doing magic missile or something?
Yes.
Ray? Okay, so that just automatic.
Yeah, but
That just does automatic
but
hits, doesn't
but
it?
yes, it's an automatic hit, but I need to give you a
Roll
damage.
damage, please.
A damage.
Damage.
Now, who's up the front here?
Well, I might as
I
well
do
since
2.
I have a
I'm
doobie.
going to do a Russian.
2 points of damage.
Okay. Okay, I'm just thinking about how cramped it is here. It may be difficult for you all to be engaged in
Oh,
battle.
okay. I thought it was a huge room.
I thought only Dave was engaged.
Full of
Ah.
mirrors.
It's about 3 wide. I'm
I
going to
love
say,
this t-shirt too.
I'm going to say
Right
you can
here.
all get a shot off, but then basically 3 people,
Yep.
because they covered the ground before you could really spread out into the room.
Yeah,
you're
I
kind of
didn't
stuck
ask
in the
how big the
doorway.
room
The area is
was.
about
Sure.
the same
I
size
said
as
I
where we were
cast
attacked by
fireball.
1,000 skeletons.
There wasn't 1,000.
Well,
Well, how many fighters do you actually have? You've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'll say 4.
Okay, I'm going to take a hit.
No.
16. I hit armor class 3 or better.
Actually, it's their turn.
Oh, okay.
Bunker.
Because they won initiative. So
Oh,
that's it.
yes, of course.
Yeah.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Hit
No,
it.
it's all right. I
I'll
forgot.
re-roll
I forgot
that.
briefly myself until you rolled and then went, hang on. Okay, so what are they doing? What's their Tharko?
An Amungerus.
Okay, so there's
The Amungerus.
2 of them. There are 4 people. So 1 on either of you 2, and then 1 on either of you 2. That's easy.
Right.
So
I'm odd.
So let me just.
Don't we know it?
You're odd. You're even. Odd. All right. It's,
In your face.
Go pincushion.
it attacks you. It rolls a 5, which is a failure.
Yay!
The second one.
Because we're the strongest people in the party, and now the weakest people are going to get.
Oh, hang on. It's got
Yeah.
multiple attacks.
Oh, get him again.
So it's like 2 claws.
Oh,
15.
armor class 4 or better, and I have armor class 2, unless it gets a strength bonus of some sort.
It doesn't roll on that table.
Oh, okay.
No, it's a
It has a
completely...
Tharko of 16, which means it hits an armor class of 0 on 16.
Ah, I do take damage.
Yeah, it hits you. It hits you with a claw.
Claw.
You take two points of damage.
No. I'm taking 5 points damage.
So this pair, Urban, you can be odd,
You're going to be dead.
but it's even. So goes to Saxon.
Oh, I thought it was Saxon. Oh, okay, yes. Okay.
17. What's your armor class?
2.
Doesn't
It
matter.
hits you
Damn.
with 1 point of damage,
Oh,
Can I have these pencils, please?
and the second claw is D6 divided. It's D3, so D6 divided by 2.
Oh.
Rounded up. 13 is a miss, so it hits you once. Now it's your turn.
I've got
Put
them
it
all.
on. No, no,
Okay, attackies.
And
11,
Because I lost one of my other set.
Well, it hits on armor class 7.
that's a miss.
Yeah.
Oh, boo.
Bounces off its
That's what you'd be
stony
waiting for.
hide.
Right, I'll have a shot at
The
it.
rest of the set.
It's got a stony
There
hide.
you go.
Well,
17. 20 I get, so that would be
Roll for
like
damage.
armor class -1.
Roll. Where am I recording these hit points? There.
oh, hang on.
D8.
Which one did you
Add your strength.
Yeah, add your strength.
No?
Oh, yeah, you got 18, right. Okay. that
Yeah,
makes
I
sense.
was
Your strength adjustment, that is.
Might have been a D.
Yeah, so
I've got strength
I do.
four.
I add my strength adjustment to that, don't I?
Yeah,
to the damage,
I just get confused by your mod.
But
'cause
not
I've
to,
got
not to my
+1.
to hit.
Yes.
Yeah, two hit as well.
Okay,
as long as you
okay,
haven't
right.
already factored it into your chart. Don't
No, I haven't.
don't
No.
factor it in
I-
twice.
Well, I wouldn't factor it in because I'm using the
Do you
same
factor it
thing
in
as
the damage or the hit?
Oh, good point. Good point, Pete. Damage and hit,
Oh, both.
but only for missile, for melee weapon.
3, and I add another 3, so 6.
6. I should probably decide which one's attacking who. Okay, I'll say that one's. Yes. All right.
I'll have a go.
I've seen that.
Well, I'm saying there's only 4 people.
Oh, okay, right, gotcha.
Okay, that'll be
I-
13 then. 13 plus 2 is total of 15. That's armor class 4, I think.
Yeah, you hit. Roll for damage.
Okay, roll for damage.
And Urban, you can attack. You said you were going to attack it.
Oh, total 8.
8 damage.
Yeah, I rolled a 6.
Holy moly! You made a crack in it.
13, so I'm a class 6.
Armor class 6. No bonuses for strength.
How strong are you?
No.
You miss it. All right. It's now their turn. So
Missile weapons.
they're just going to continue doing what they've been doing, which is pounding away at you idiots. So this one, odds, evens.
I'm odd.
Evens this time.
No, not my beautiful fate.
2 claw attacks. Are you ready?
Yeah, go do
You
it.
get dice
8, that's a miss.
with nothing.
1, that's definitely a miss.
It whacks
But the
itself in
part of the
there.
game
You
is
pair.
getting
It is
fight
Urban.
for the dice.
Okay.
And you can
Urban,
change
you're about to
them
hit.
for the
2
roll
is
so
a
you can
miss.
pick. It's quite
19.
cool, actually.
12
I've
is
seen
there.
something like that.
What's your armor class, Herbs?
It's pretty
I
high.
think
huh?
it's like what?
2. Oh no, his armor class is 2.
It's a miss.
Wow.
Oh,
He's got plate armor.
Your turn.
missiles.
Well, I
No
can't.
room
I'm-
for missiles.
I'm
They're all
melee.
melee.
Okay.
I shall roll to hit this person. Do.
You're a miss.
No, that's 17.
No, it's not. It's a 3.
Exactly.
So 12, 15, which would be armor class 4.
Armor class 4. You hit.
Nice.
Roll a d8. Add your strength.
6 again.
I'm not going to say it.
Six.
What have I done?
Roll a 3.
It's getting
Yes.
rather crumbly and cracky looking.
Oh, yeah, it's nearly down. We're nearly
Outside
done.
warranty. Okay.
Am I gonna
No, I only roll a
Go
6.
over.
That's
Yes.
going to hit 13. That's
18.
18. That has to be hit.
5.
5 damage.
Yep, 5 damage.
Alright, it's their turn again.
Just alive.
It's amazing how we know how many hit points they have.
It
Well,
is,
it's because it's I can't be
I
asked.
I know.
I know.
I
It's
don't
too
care.
hard.
I don't care. Yeah, go on.
It's
Got
two
me.
claw attacks against you,
There you
Dave.
go.
16 is, unless your armor class is 0,
No, it's 2.
you are hit.
Okay.
First attack is 1 point.
Yes.
Second attack is a 13, that would hit an armor class of 3.
No, I've got 2.
Alright, you
1 point.
1 point of damage.
Oh, he's not beating me. Oh,
It
hang
is
on. No, he's not.
Saxon.
I'm
Yes.
beating him.
First claw attack. What's your armor class?
2.
Okay, that's a miss. Second claw attack is also a miss.
I've got 14.
Your turn.
Peter.
Go,
Go,
Pete. Attack
kill.
Pete. Attack Pete. Kill, crush, destroy. Go and do it.
Hurry.
Crush, kill, man.
Do us, please.
6. I
Oh,
Yes.
you idiot. What? Mean on him.
Is it not an idiot that rolled the dice?
Yes, I hit. Because I rolled a 17, which hits
Yes.
plus 2. And I'm done. 6! 9 points!
It crumbles into dust before you.
How many were there?
Or stone chips.
There's two
There's
of
another one left.
Okay,
Over
roll
do
There
it.
was
now.
2 in
Over do
total,
it.
but now there is 1.
Do it. Do it.
Over
Roll
to
a
it.
2. I
Do
definitely
it.
miss.
15, so 4.
You hit it.
Yes.
Roll for damage.
Damage and kill it. And end this madness.
5 again.
Yes.
It also crumbles into stone chips and
And
dust.
I get to
Yes.
save my second magic missile.
You do.
Right.
See, I was being gamey
What?
and waiting to see if.
Wait.
He's holding the mirror up.
You mean you
Two
could have
chains.
you could have
Chains
ended this
attached
sooner?
to each of the pillars.
Okay, I'm thinking we sever the chain
Now,
and mash the
Now,
mirror down.
now that you've
That's it.
smashed the gargoyles,
Mm.
you can hear.
Yeah, he's calling the thingies pixies.
I think it's time for the earplug.
Sorry, can we hear?
No, you don't understand the language, plus you can only hear it on the very edge. I'm deliberately being annoying.
Should we put our ear plugs in?
Yeah, I think so. 'cause
Yeah.
it's
Alright.
probably-
Well,
probably
put it
Your
in
more
front of
sensitive
frustration's
than,
just beyond your
I'm going forward to
understanding.
smash the
Murmur
mirror.
from the dark.
How are you
Fell
going
dark
to smash the
murmurs.
mirror?
From a
Right.
distance.
Tell me exactly.
From a distance.
What about the
With a
second
big-
Pull out my
bad
bolt
luck?
cutters.
With a big piece of gargoyle.
I'm going to use my sword.
No, it might envelop you.
It could give you an electric shock.
Oh, you
I'm
might
just going to bash it from the back with my sword as hard as I can.
Maybe it has no back.
Just on the back of the mirror.
On the back of the mirror. Well, I don't want to go around to the front of the mirror. Oh, do you have a better idea?
No, I'd just like to see what will happen now, so go ahead.
Okay.
Oh.
Does anyone have a blunt weapon as opposed to
I've got a
sharp
sling.
one?
I've got a,
Who's got a stick?
I've got a war hammer, but that's not a
Yes,
hammer.
no.
Really.
Yeah,
Yeah,
true.
yeah.
That's perfect.
I just think that would be more effective than a
yes,
sword.
Go for it.
So, are you doing what Peter said, which is hit it from the back?
Yes, but maybe should I at this point use protection from evil?
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Ready.
Cast yourself for that. Go on, do it.
Why aren't we throwing a big rock at it?
Because I reckon it's just going to
Remember, the
swallow
surface
the
of the
rock.
mirror is facing away from you
Yes.
right at the moment.
Yes, we want to create enough shock value to break the glass.
So I use protection from evil,
I still
and
think
then
a rock would
what do
be
I do
better.
to hit it? Just-
And
Just
Whack
just
it with a
just
hammer.
Hang on, we're
whack
walking
it
to
with
this
a
thing,
hammer.
and
Okay.
we can see the back of the
Yeah,
mirror.
the back of the mirror. So
Yeah.
I'm assuming.
So if we go around the other side, we can see the
would you like to do that
Black
first before we
no.
destroy it?
I reckon I'll see my
Oh.
own madness.
So,
Get sucked in, never seen it.
Yeah.
so you need to
You
roll
see
for
yourself
damage,
with your
just
parents?
using your normal damage
Yeah,
and add your
something
strength
like that.
bonus.
But they're werewolves.
Yeah.
whereabouts?
3.
3. You would make an enormous bong sound. It swings on the chain.
Quick, avert your eyes!
And then you hear, in all your minds, you just hear this horrible screaming.
I think you heard it.
We'll have to do it again.
Sounds good to me.
Well, otherwise it's fun, so just do it again. Unless you're in initiative now and it's going to do something.
Hit it again!
Hit it again.
5.
Oh, jeez.
Smash!
Oh, wow, that was cool. That's good.
Now we have released
Do
the
we-
evil.
Do we hear another scream? as
Evil
it
begins
smashes?
rising
Yes,
from the
as
floor.
it dissipates and just sort of fades away to nothing. Kind
Okay.
of hurts all your brains.
I've got to know what would have happened if we had to face the mirror.
Yeah.
What does it do?
It doesn't actually say.
Really?
Jesus.
Are you serious?
No, it does. It does. Sorry, it does. It
Okay.
does. Sorry.
I would have been
happened?
better if it
Pull
did it,
something out of
really.
your butt and make
No,
it
it does.
horrible.
It does. I just realised. The mirror is a sheet of polished obsidian in a jewelled frame. Characters looking into it see hideously distorted reflections of themselves, and thronging the black depths beyond, the twisted images of those the mirror has perverted.
So what you're saying is we would have just seen a Luna Park mirror. Is that what you're telling me?
So it wasn't going to suck us in or anything. We just would have seen something horrible.
We're obviously...
No, but I probably would have got you to roll on spells or something. But it
We're
didn't-
obviously a lot tougher than anybody else who's
Lucky I
faced it.
cast evil.
I would have thought it was going to beckon us in.
Yeah, I would have
and,
thought just
like,
until he
yeah,
sucked you, you're like,
it was
whoop, and you've never seen it ever again.
Yeah, into some
Just
interdimensional.
Stranger Things world.
And then when he smashes the mirror, there's a pile of like 55 people, and you're like, what the
Are we gonna
fudge? Where did I come
are
from?
we gonna end there? Or
You know
are we
what would
gonna
be
go
really
to
cool?
let's,
Is actually
let's just
Have that
quickly,
done to a character.
quickly go to the pixies and then we can finish.
Okay, so we go to the Pixies.
Well, get out of the temple.
Okay.
We
Yeah.
get out of the temple.
Or completely out of
We
the
carefully examine everything to make sure there isn't any treasure or loot that
Loot.
needs to be
Yes,
found.
loot the temple.
Once that's done, go back upstairs.
How valuable is the mirror?
So the
Five copper
frame
pieces,
of the
the rest
mirror,
It was
the
incredibly
frame of the
valuable
mirror
until you smashed
is encrusted with jewels
Ooh.
and is worth an enormous amount of money.
Excellent.
4,500 gold pieces,
Good
in
heavens.
fact.
Hang on, the mirror.
The edge
The
of the
frame
mirror.
of the mirror.
The frame of the mirror.
Oh, let's take that.
Let's just.
No, it's smashed. You can break it down.
We
It's
will
smashed
fold
into
it up
pieces.
be
and
fair,
put it
shouldn't that belong to the
surreptitiously
pixies?
into our pockets so no pixie will see it.
Now,
I put the
Very
place
important.
Jono.
Yes, no.
very importantly, someone has to write this down, and only one person is.
Yeah,
writing
I'm
this
keeping the
down.
party stash, so if you
Okay.
can give me the pencil, I'll write it down. Sorry.
So 4,500 gold
What the
pieces
hell?
worth
It's
of
ridiculous. the amount of money.
jewels. That's what it says.
Well, at the end of the adventure, we have to hire an entire army.
To fight all the armies on Mars.
When you finally get to town, you're going to be able to spend big.
We can buy town.
By town! I named this town Bytown because we have bought it.
Although you
That'll only last my character 15 minutes because I'll
but
spend it all
only
on
if you
aim
can
on the horse.
exchange
But
the
anyway.
jewels in exchange for services, or alternatively trade them in for gold. Which, to be honest, in your average small town, you're not going to be able to.
We would be able to afford to buy the farm.
We'll be able to use
So
all this to
importantly, don't
destroy the economy with
Pay
high
off the
Right.
mortgage,
So importantly,
finally.
don't
We
just
can
write-
buy them.
Don't just write down 4,500 gold pieces.
No,
Write
I
down
didn't.
4,500 gold pieces in jewels.
Yeah, I've got the frame of mirror jewels.
All right,
Equals.
Is that alright?
4,500.
Yeah, 4,500.
Okay, so when you emerge
Yes.
when you emerge from the from the temple,
Pixies
the queen
are
of the
so angry.
pixies is there along with all the other pixies. There is
Oh,
about 20 of them.
mine
in
too.
town.
Damn, pissed off.
No, they're
So
all
angry.
smiling and we have been freed from the mirror.
God.
Yes, you have been freed.
Now, can you free my parents, please?
Have you got any more rewards for us?
Yes, that as well. But first we must wake the poor wavelings from the she.
Yes, please.
And she goes, "Ah!" And they wake up. And they're like, where am
Oh,
I?
where am
I
I?
had the weirdest dream.
And
Why am I wearing pixie clothes and a weird
will they
thing?
let us take the statue?
Yes, that needs to be returned to the elves of Vialia. Yes, they don't have any problems with that. And also the pixie queen says, here we have got a gift for you.
No, great.
It is three vials of pixie liquor. It is most nutritious, made from the best flower berries.
I'm glad you didn't say
Oh,
made from
God.
pixies.
Made from the very finest.
What
What
about
have we got?
pixie?
It is
Vials
most
of
invigorating
pixie
if
liquor.
you are feeling wounded or ill.
Gargamel Distilleries.
If you're feeling wounded or ill, it will be you will find it most revivifying.
That'll be the Wizards of Why.
3 vials.
3 vials. So in other words, it's actually potions.
3 potions?
They're actually potions of healing.
I'm not kidding. I'm convinced the Wizards of Wise are grinding down corpses to make new one.
But they do. But it's it's
Uber potions.
they're alcoholic and they're made out of flower nectar.
Sweet.
No, they're bitter.
That tastes great.
But effectively they work as potions of healing.
Okay.
Excellent.
Did you write? Yes, you did.
I did. No, so, I put in brackets potions.
Potions of
Three bottles of Pixie Plonk.
Yeah.
And when you cross the lake back to the Elves of Vialia, they also reward you
Oh, jeez.
with their jewels.
Oh, this is
Damn.
This is like nothing compared to what we picked up, but we'll take it anyway.
This is an insane Monty Hall thing.
Yeah, this is crazy. You
Don't
don't
get
get the
The elves reward us with how much
You
again?
hit it with a hammer.
Day's work.
Thank you, strangers, name we know
best
not.
stroke of a
Now
hammer
make
you've
you
ever done.
Emperor.
another 600 gold pieces in gems. Remember, this is D&D, especially first edition D&D. It was all about the money and the killing. Now, what this means is approximately, a little bit more, but approximately 5,000 gold pieces worth of treasure. Remember, every
Yeah.
treasure is worth experience points.
Whoa.
Oh.
There are
Jesus.
6 of you, so
Yeah.
I'm going to divide by 6 and round up to 1,000. So in other words, 1,000 experience points.
So I'm now at 6,500 and we need 8,000 for next level.
So that's all we get for experience points?
Does anybody hear a ding?
Yes, well, that's
More do
enough.
you want?
What more, Ray?
That's
That's
all
all we get. We only got 45
So we got 1,000 points each?
It's not a level.
No, it's not a level. You'll get there.
We actually have like 3,500 to go for the next level.
Well, some of us do. Some of us
Ray,
have less.
pretty much in one encounter, we got like 4,800 GP, and I reckon, what are we at, 6th level in 5th edition? I've given you about $20. So,
You
I
won't.
think this
You
is
won't.
pretty good.
You won't get as good as this again. This is a rather exceptional.
Excessive is perhaps a better word.
This is the hard challenge.
I'm actually surprised. That I should have probably divided by 10 mirror, but that's what it says in the module. It says
Well, there you go.
4,500 gold pieces
That's
worth of jewel.
insane. That is insane.
You won't see that again.
No, we better spend it. Let's invest it wisely.
On ale and whores.
Buy a horse, well.
We hire another party to do the adventure for us.
Yes.
Send us reports.
How's it all going?
We set up a franchise operation.
Yeah.
Jim's Heroes.
Mungo Jim's hero.
You meet at they meet at the tavern.
Anyway, that's the end of
Thanks,
Night
Dave.
Star Terror.
That was-
So part of the reason I gave you 1,000 gold pieces, I was planning to give you 1,000 experience points. I was planning to give you experience points anyway.
Yep.
But that amount of treasure made it easy for me to decide how many.
Yeah, good.
Because that's experience points for the up till this point.
Is that the entire module?
No.
Yes, we're finished.
But
Yes, defeating a menacing mirror was the boss of this module.
Turns out that was the problem.
but I've done my 6 sessions now after a long hiatus. So it's on to. Is it you next, Dave?
It is.
Yes.